Look at these two idiots. I told you. They'll be back.
Mooch, it is your destiny.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to MNC Mornings. I am the Crap Gamer, and we've got the usual crew, and we're going to let Mooch here talk in a minute. But first, I just wanted to say we really appreciate all the support. It's not April Fool's. It's the Mooch and Chop Liver show, because I'm telling you what, I am basically Chop Liver. Everybody's like, Mooch, 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 Mooch. And I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm part of MNC Mornings too, but I'll let you guys get to it. Mooch, what's up, brother? How's it going?
Up, buddy. I'm telling you right now, overfilled with emotions. It's amazing to be back. It has been wild. It has been an amazing roller coaster ride over the past couple months, and I'm talking about the community. It's just, you know, here we are, crap. What do we do? I did 2.5 years or 2 years of YouTube. Today feels like day one all over again. You know, the community was amazing this entire time. Spoke to a lot of you guys in DM. I don't want to give a shout out to my shout outs quite yet, because there's so many people that are so amazing. And you know, it goes beyond just Xbox and what we, you know, the brand that we actually lean towards. It was the gaming community, crap. You know, I mean, it was just an insane amount of response. So the people spoke, and it was overwhelming. And I just, I felt it was definitely my duty to come back and hang out and be active in the community. So, crap, thank you for your patience as well as J-Dubs.
Well, you know what, Mooch? We're friends. You know, me and you were friends. Like, not even just like friends, like, oh, well, we talk on Xbox Live, like we're friends. Like, I consider you a friend. J-Dubs as well. You know, this was something that every day people asked us about this show, every single day. It wasn't like, oh, well, maybe we'll, you know, every day people would ask us about it. To be fair, this week we put in so much work for preparation and things like that. And also, J-Dubs, I want to point out that there was no echo when we went live with the Noof thing. So
perfect,
yeah,
perfect.
That is good news. Like, we are having some technical difficulties and stuff. So yeah, but yeah, you know what? And it's just an honor to actually be included in this myself, man. I feel very humbled and excited. And I'm so happy that the community will have a show again. It's their show, and it's always been their show.
It is, crap. You know, and that's the key thing about why, you know, I kind of feel like LeBron when he made that announcement years ago. I'm taking my talents to MNC Mornings because, to be honest with you, like, this is our baby. This is something that we kind of made, and we said, why don't we do something? There's so many people that are in the chat. There's so many people that are writing us in DMs. Why don't we make a show about what they want to hear? You know what I mean? Not just what we want to talk about every week. So it's a unique animal, and that's just the reason that I felt it so passionate to get back to this. And there was something about you and Jay, the way we all work together. So I mean, hopefully the audience responds the same way that we're excited to be back. But it is just an amazing feeling to sit back in the chair again and get back to broadcasting, podcasting, however you want to look at it. It is just it's overwhelming, bro.
And we're not just coming back to do like a one-off. We've got some big plans for MNC Mornings, which we can get into in a little bit, including, you know, some streaming and stuff like that we're going to be doing as far as games goes and things like that. So I think, crap, who in the chat? Are you serious, man? I'm not Chop Liver.
That's so great.
Come on. They're like Mooch and some other guys. You know what I mean? Come on. I mean, let's be honest, man. We were going to name it
Mooch and Chop Liver. It just didn't have a ring to it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we're actually we're just excited to be back. The reception has been completely great. I think that it's, you know, you guys have been really excited. I put a lot of thought into the whole April Fool's thing, wrapped around my actual April Fool's joke with a non-April Fool's joke, and a lot of people got it. To their credit, they were like, hey, that is brilliant marketing, Crap Gamer. So feel free to call me a brilliant marketer or a marketing guru, as I prefer to be called. And we want to thank J-Dubs as well. J-Dubs, you created the characters. We've got these great new characters. Well, the albino rhino obviously has been around for a little bit.
Yeah.
But Mooch has got that rocking new crap liver.
Bald eagle, yeah, right.
Yeah. Somebody just calling that crap liver. Yeah.
Well, you know, we went with the new logos. You know, listen, it's a new show. We really are bringing. We've had meetings like going until 11:30, 12 o'clock. We get home from work. All of us race back, the three of us, to meet, see what we could do to improve the show. And if anyone watched the first episode of MNC Mornings back when we did it, you know, it's almost comical to go back and watch that and then watch the 5th or 6th episode and see how much better we got. That same thing will happen as we progress week to week here. We have so many things on the docket that, yeah, if you see the first one, you're like, boy, that seemed a lot like the original. You'll see some things we're doing different here, but they're going to get tweaked and we're adding things to the show. Yeah. And I think, Crap, like you said, we'll discuss later on what we're doing with the Let's Plays and things like that. The audience can participate as well.
Yeah, but you know what? I just wanted to say thanks, Mooch. Thanks for coming back and including me in it. And J-Dubs, thanks too. I was told last because apparently I can't keep a secret.
Yeah,
but,
he's the worst. If you watch any of those awful 1980s sitcoms, if anyone's relatively close, and there's always that one kid, they're like, "Don't tell little Michelle because she'll run and tell everybody." Well, Crap's little Michelle. So we had to kind of keep things on the DL, and even when you did know, you still were doing little leaks. Damn you, Crap.
Yeah, I know. You know, it was a good time, and now everybody knows. Like, I would never. And I always told people up front, I was like, I will never do a joke or April Fool's about this particular situation because, one, the podcast meant too much to me and the friendship as well. And it's just been amazing kind of just soaking this all in. Like this morning, we're sitting there just watching the likes go up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, in this chat box, and everybody's like, Mooch, Mooch. And that is like, must be what like rock stars feel like before they do a show. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It makes me feel good. It makes it worthwhile because at the end of the day, Mooch, the good always outweighs the bad. And
that's exactly it.
And when you step away and you get and I got them all the time too. Hope MNC comes back. Would love to see MNC come back. And now we're back, you know, and it's amazing. Like it's been nothing short of amazing and heartwarming, things like that. So,
well, you know, Crap, I'll tell you, the one thing about MNC Mornings is it's a lot like the pilot episode of Seinfeld. I mean, when we first got together, the three of us were sitting there and we're coming up and we're brainstorming. We're like, this is a show about nothing. There's, you know, and we're like, I wonder how the audience will actually receive it. And I think once, you know, we took a hiatus, we took our sabbatical from the show. I think a lot of people were like, you know what, there was enough difference. And I felt a big enough part of it is the audience speaking. That, like, it's just something that they truly missed. And it encouraged myself. I only speak for myself, but I know Jay. I mean, first of all, let me just say this, Crap, okay? Because and I hope the audience doesn't mind us kind of getting into the sentimental stuff. But Jay Williams has worked extremely hard. Jay Dubs, to be known from today on, by the way. Jay Dubs worked so hard on making this happen that today wouldn't really have occurred without Jay Dubs. So Jay, AKA the Graphic God, I personally want to say thank you on the air. Amazing work you've done. And what people are going to see what you're working on, they don't even know yet. I haven't even seen the final on some of these things you're working on. They're just going to be amazing. So thank you.
Thank you, J-Dubs. And I want to just say too, like this past week, probably I know I get a lot of hate because I'm not gaming all the time around Media Player, but this week we all put in so much work and meetings and things like that just to make sure that we could do this right. And we did it right, I think. And I think you guys are going to enjoy it. And I think what we have planned, we want to be big and we want to be like your voice. And I think that all starts with going back to what we do with like the voicemails. We want you guys calling in and doing the voicemails during the week, and we're doing giveaway, all this stuff. J-Dubs, let's kick it off with a voicemail, man. Let's bring in something familiar. Let's kick it off right, J-Dubs. What do we got?
Well, now I was going through the archives actually when I was trying to collect up some voicemails for the first show, and I found a voicemail that came in quite a while ago, so I'm going to play it for you guys.
Okay.
Hey, Mooch, hey, Crap, it's Tony the former pony. You might remember me. I used to leave voicemails on the show and used to have a bit of a battle going on with Yoshida. And then the show ended, and the last show was really good. You know, the whole community came out and everyone got together and celebrated the show. And it brought a bit of a tear to my eye, to be honest, you know, when after the show I got together with Yoshida. And we decided that we were going to end the feud, and we had a sake, and we had a bit of a chat. And look, to be honest, the guy's still a bit of a dick. I admit it, but I just don't think he can help it, you know. So I can move on. But you know, the reason for my message here is I'm sort of hoping that you guys could maybe bring the show back. You know, I know that was the last show, and I know it was finished, but I don't know. Maybe just bring it back, like just for one episode, or do an episode every month, or whatever, you know. Just bring the show back, guys, because it meant a lot to us all. We all loved it. We were sending our voicemails, and you know, it was a really, really good show. To be honest, it's probably the greatest podcast of all time. So maybe just have a bit of a think about it. And if you can do one thing for me, maybe just reply to this message, because I think this is like 20th message I left about bringing the show back, and I never get a response. So, look, even if you just want to reply that you got the message, and that you're thinking about it or something like that, just so I know that you're actually getting the message, because it stressed me out a little bit, you know what I mean? Thinking that maybe you're not getting the messages, so just reply to the message and I'll be happy. Okay, guys, bye.
Great call. I'm glad that M&C Mornings can bring people together like that. That is so much cool right there, man. You guys,
it's really funny how Tony the Pony brings up, he had a sake with him. He wouldn't have had an anisette or maybe something else with him. He had to go through
yeah.
Tony the Pony, great.
Yes, great. That is a great call, and man, thank you so much. We hear your message loud and clear. We hear your messages all the time. Really phenomenal. You know what, Mooch? You're a bit of a Destiny fan.
Yeah, just a touch.
Yeah, just a bit. I mean, you put in a ton of hours on Destiny. I was playing Destiny last night with on the game night and stuff like that, and I'm like, man, this game is still so bad in my opinion.
Wow.
Yeah. So basically, Destiny 2 was announced, and it looks like Sony's going to get the full on 1 year DLC time exclusivity stuff again, which I feel like is a bit of a slap in the face again. I mean, I got it the first time around because, Sony didn't have any games or anything like that. But to continue to do that, to me, was just kind of a little bit mind-boggling, a little bit upsetting. I mean, as a Destiny fan, what are your thoughts on that? Like, I'm sure people want to know.
Here's the thing, though. I mean, in all honesty, Crap, it's a year-long, right? And when we saw the year-long exclusivity on Rise of the Tomb Raider, we saw a lot of uproar and dust kick up from the media. And here we are again with a situation where I think after Phil's comments where he felt that like doing that, remember he made a comment, and I don't want to paraphrase, I'm going to paraphrase him slightly. He said something along the lines of those type of exclusive deals take away from the gamer, the overall gamer, okay, not just his platform or someone else's. So to see that Sony went and did that again, listen, first of all, it's business, people, okay? A lot of times you have to understand where I'm always coming from, where I get my logic from is if it makes sense on paper, then it usually makes sense. I mean, that's just the way business is conducted. So Sony's had tremendous positivity with this Exclusivity. So to see it reborn again in Destiny 2, to say I'm shocked, Crap, absolutely not. But to be honest with you, I'm just not seeing the response from the media like when right after we had the announcement back in the day in Gamescom when we said, oh, it's going to be exclusive Rise of the Tomb Raider. Do you remember all the post interviews? It was like, yeah, I'm glad you talked about everything else. But Phil, could you tell us a little bit more about how long is this exclusive? Don't you feel Sony fans have the right to play a third-party exclusive? Is this something Microsoft planned from the get-go? What's wrong with you, Phil? Like, there was all kinds of wacky questions they were asking him, and now we don't see anything. It's they put it in fine print on the bottom, and it's just business as usual at the top gaming media sites. So that's my grief with it. As far as playing the game itself, let's be honest. That first one, yes, it was a mission or two, I believe, and someone can correct me if I'm wrong here. It was a mission or two, and it was like, a pair of boots and a scarf, maybe a hat, whatever. Who cares? Ultimately, it doesn't take away from the gaming experience. But what happens with a game like Destiny that's an MMO form, you want that diversity in all these different game types to come through on your platform because you do play it for hours on in and day out to achieve these goals and get your light level up. You do want different missions. So it is something that kind of sucks, but personally, I'm still buying it on Xbox because you're going to play this game where you played with all your friends from Destiny 1. So if you played on PS4, what PlayStation did by doing this is they ensured they're going to lock in people for that. Now, the better version, the 4K native, will be on, I'm assuming will be on the Xbox Scorpio. We'll see how many of that pulls over, Crap. But I mean, as far as the game itself, I don't think Sony's going to lose a lot of people. Destiny is something that Microsoft should have held on to with their ties with Bungie early on, way before Destiny 1 came out. We don't know what happened behind the scenes. I've said that's a huge catastrophe. That's been a big mess. And I thought that Phil would have been able to swoop in with big money because think about it this way. Do you guys remember when Alex Rodriguez on the Yankees, when he was in his prime, he had a part of his contract where he could opt out, even though it was halfway through the Yankee organization's contract with them. And what that gave him the ability to do was test the free market. Everyone always says Activision loves money. Activision loves money. Well, wouldn't they have had a clause that after Destiny 1, if nobody comes in and tops the money that Sony's already offered, that they'll just remain with Sony? Wouldn't they have had an opt-out clause? And if not Activision, I'll give you my number, because you need to have a good businessman there, because you could have actually made more money and applied to see if maybe Phil would have taken the bait, and you could have got an extra 15, 20 million and had the rights move over to Xbox for Destiny 2. That's what I thought was going to happen.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I think the thing that's going to sell Destiny 2 on Xbox is going to be the Scorpio and the native 4K stuff. I think that's going to be something.
Is that enough?
Really, yeah. You know what?
I'm with you. I'm just asking rhetorically here, because I mean, it really is a question though. Crap, is the 4K going to lure people from gaming content? And I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. I think that I'm not sure what the frame rate will be on the games, but I would assume they're going to go for 60 frames on this one. You know what I mean? Like, it definitely has to be 60 frames per second, and there's no last-gen hardware holding it back now.
Well, that's the confusion, Crap. And let me ask you a question. So what we keep talking about here is that Scorpio is going to be receiving the same PC, not port, but the same PC version, correct?
Yes, it's going to be getting. That's what we've heard is the 4K stuff. I mean, that's not confirmed, by the way, but that's just what we've heard. And so far, a lot of the stuff that we've heard is like this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, if it's in the Windows shop or a PC 4K version, that's the one that Scorpio gets.
I mean, the 60 frames to me is what I want to see. That's what I want to see. But with a multiplayer game like this, I have a feeling Destiny's probably going to be 4K 30. I don't know. I just don't know. I think you're going to see 4K 60. And I made this prediction way back in the day. I still think you're going to see like Gears 4 come out day one, 4K 60. Multiplayer and single player. But, you know, I mean, there's nothing proving that. I just feel like that's the chip. Okay, that's going to give Microsoft the lead on this crap. They need that. Well,
yeah, I know. Like, you were moisture farming and doing that kind of stuff. You weren't really watching my videos because my leaks were actually that some of these games are going to be 4K at the launch of Scorpio that have already released. Gears 4 is one of those. We both knew that. We called that a long time ago before we left. That Rod Ferguson said that it was made with Scorpio in mind. It's going to be 4K. It's 4K on Windows 10. Anything that's 4K on Windows 10 in the Windows 10 store is going to be 4K on Scorpio. That's just how it is, and I think that's very exciting. Like, for me personally, I'm seeing a lot of maybe you're noticing it too, a lot of the fear and a lot of the kind of damage control from people. Like, now it's like real, because this week we're going to get news. Right. Some kind of unofficial, maybe official reveal. Apparently, Eurogamer was out to Redmond and tried out the Scorpio, and we get some news about it. Apparently, it's a very compact console with like state-of-the-art cooling and stuff like that. Okay. This is something that's going to be very exciting for people, and I think that now that, you know, before when it was, remember last year, it was just this beast on the horizon. Oh, well, who cares? You know, now it's like when it hit this year, it's like, okay, well, it is, but we don't know really anything about it. Now people are realizing that this thing is a beast, and you know why? Because it's running it's going to run games like Battlefront 2 in native 4K and 60 frames per second. And you know how hard it is to achieve that on the Frostbite engine?
It's very hard, but crap, you have to admit, Microsoft has to tread very lightly, right, on these big announcements that are going to be coming out, or whatever they're showing the gaming media, whatever Game Informer is going to see, or whatever is going to come out in this next week. Like, it's just very important for them to, because that reveal, okay, everyone keeps going back to the 2013 reveal, so allow me to use it once. You know, that was, to me personally, and maybe I was watching it wrong, or I just something, I thought it was decent. I wanted to see what else the Xbox One, you know, we didn't know what it was called at the time, would do until that launch. And when I saw things like HDMI in and Snap, I come from the generation where I like to watch TV and game at the same time. And when you said that to somebody, that was like somebody being like, you know, walk down the street and rub your belly and chew bubble gum and pat your head at the same time. You're like, you can't do all that. You know what I mean? Yeah. But at the same time, this is what Xbox gave you. So whatever they're deciding to do, I would rather they just launched information to us, crisp, clean, one thing at a time. Don't confuse the public, because they got to get the casuals back in the seat, crap.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I think it comes a lot to do with the price point that you're going to bring out. Right. And you're going to have to be able to show a real difference. You have to be able to show your games. Bottom line is, if you can't show how much better these games look on your console, you're going to have a hard time selling it. And that's one of the things that Sony's been actually kind of sneaky about and good at, is going out there and locking up all these deals. Like, I'm sure you've seen it. Red Dead 2, you know what I mean? Let's see, Destiny 2. They could have Call of Duty World War 2. They could have Battlefront 2. Yeah, we don't know yet.
Weren't you surprised at Phil's tweet a couple of weeks ago when he said something like, I'm shocked, you know, fans or gamers care about third-party deals? it's not that we care. I mean, nobody makes any money off of that deal on this end of it. But what we see from our side is that when you walk into a store, you have like tremendous advertising pushing the other brand. That's what I don't understand that he's not seeing. And if he does see it, he doesn't. Apparently, he doesn't think it's a play in the game, and I do.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of a play as well. I think that what they have to do is really kind of is step up a little bit. You can't let Sony prevent your versions from being shown, right? Like that's effectively what they're doing. Like forget advertising. What they're really doing is locking you out.
Could you just imagine two lemonade stands across the street from each other? Sony's got the banner with the lemonade, only 25 cents. Come and get it. By the way, we've got exclusive lemons we put fresh into your lemonade. And you got, Aaron Greenberg across the street being like, no, ours is better. Like, that's not good enough. You can't just scream mine's better. Or we play in 4K and just scream it from the hilltops. You actually have to have some documentation, have these things. The advertisers out there are just pushing for you. Then you have all the publishers tweeting every day. Can't wait. And they just put like the disc with the PS4 controller and they tweet that out and it gets retweeted over thousands and thousands of different. I see it. And that's the thing that I just don't see why Microsoft's not. They're still not putting that. They've done everything else. I think 110%, but they're just not hitting that advertising slogan the way that they want. And maybe it's got something to do crap with the whole, they're going, not that they're going into the service world, but their mindset on making money is in a different direction. I don't know. That's yet to be seen.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Hey, J-Dubs, do we got a voicemail on deck that we could get into?
Of course we do. Of course we've got voicemails. We've got a good one from our old friend, Matty Beast.
Nice.
Okay, Matty Beast.
Hey, it's Matty Beast. I'm calling in from GameStop, actually. Had to take up a second job over here to help pay for all these PlayStation exclusives. And, you got Scorpio coming and everything. Oh, wait just a second. I got a customer. Yeah. Oh, you want to trade some games in? Yeah, no problem. What do you got there? It's like new Resident Evil, Horizon Zero Dawn. Great. We'll give you like $2.50. That's okay. Okay, I'm back. Anyway, so yeah, I took this job, GameStop. I'm like I say, just trying to make a couple extra bucks to keep things going. Wait, I got another customer. Oh, excuse me. What game are you looking for? Oh, Destiny. Okay. Yeah, that's a PlayStation exclusive. You'll have to go over in the PlayStation section there. Okay. All right. I'm back. Anyway, yeah. So what I'm wondering is, putting all this extra time in here, trying to make, like, say, a little extra dough. First, I want to know, how much of this do you think I'm going to need to save up to buy one of these Scorpios? How expensive is this thing going to be? And secondly, do I have a future here at GameStop? I mean, I hear they're closing like 200 and something stores. It's crazy. Anyway, I've got to go take advantage of some more customers. Oh, excuse me. I mean, wait on a few more customers, and I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.
Great voicemail, man.
Yeah, I think he's got it down. I mean, he clearly has the whole.
I think he's got the customer to clerk thing down too. He's I see big moves for him. Upper management at GameStop for you, Matty.
Yeah. What a great job. That was a fantastic call. It's really good to have you back, man. And it's like, it just feels so surreal to me right now. I just want to take a second, man. We've got 756 people watching us.
Thank you to everybody. Appreciate it.
It's surreal, and the voicemails and just everybody, I want to shout out all the moderators too, man. The chat's been really clean and it's been great. You guys are keeping it positive, man. Thank you guys so much. It's amazing, and awesome job. We do got a little something interesting, and I figure J-Dubs, do you want to roll that little commercial, maybe commercial break?
Oh, we're doing a commercial break? We got a sponsor?
Yeah.
You said that like you weren't really sure. I think we do.
Yeah. Do we have a commercial there, J-Dub?
When we get back, we do have to answer Maddie's question though, Crap. He did want to know our opinion on the cost of the Scorpio, and I think that's a valid.
It is. We'll hop in. We'll hop on that after J-Dubs loads up this
these
thing.
words. Yes.
Okay, one moment, guys.
Okay.
Oh, see, you went ahead and did that to J-Dubs. That's the producer, everybody.
Hey everyone, Crapgamer here from MNC Mornings. You know, we've gotten a lot of fan feedback right from the beginning, and one of the things that the fans always asked was in what way could they help support MNC Mornings. Now we have an outlet with Patreon, and we certainly have the fans and the fan support to help make MNC Mornings one of the most successful gaming-related shows ever. We believe we truly have a unique and quality show that entertains casual gamers and hardcore gamers alike. Mooch, Jay, and myself, we have an unmatched chemistry, and that plays extremely well off one another. Supporting us on Patreon will enable us to put our shows on iTunes, Google Play, and other various platforms that might be more accessible to you, the fans. It will also allow us to interact on a more personal level with supporters and fans. As a bonus, it'll help us to offer some truly amazing giveaways and prizes for the show. We'd love to be able to make this show as successful as we possibly can, and to do that, we'd like to ask your help. There is no MNC Mornings without each and every one of you, so please remember that. We've brainstormed great Patreon rewards that we feel add even more interaction between us and all of you. MNC Mornings is your show, and it's always been directed by you. It's a forum for the little guys, the people who have a valid opinion but might not have a big outlet to express themselves. Let's face it, there's a lot of gaming podcasts out there, and I'm proud to say that this is all of ours. And I feel like together we can achieve something really, really special. We're doing this for the fans. The support has been absolutely amazing. Even months after the initial final show, we still get messages asking us to bring it back. And we've heard those requests loud and clear. MNC Mornings won't go quietly into the night. No, it will not. We'll keep fighting the good fight for a better and more balanced gaming media. A wise man once said, be so good that they can't ignore you. And that's the plan. Maybe one day MNC Mornings will be able to broadcast from PAX or E3, and that'll be a group effort from the fans and friends of the show. Thank you.
Thank you so much for all your support. You, the Mooch Maniacs and Crapaholics, have spoken, and we have listened. You wanted more MNC Mornings. You wanted more interaction with Mooch, Crap, and J-Dubs. You wanted more Let's Plays with Mooch and Crap. And you wanted more prizes and giveaways than ever. And we are happy to oblige. Starting from today or the very near future, we at MNC Mornings will be making your wishes a reality. And after all, you're the customer, and we aim to please. We want to bring new ideas and fresh concepts to the forefront. And in order to do that, we need support and capital to make that happen. What we have planned will entertain you and hopefully have you coming back for more. With your support, we can make MNC Mornings everything we want it to be, and hopefully everything you've come to expect. So thank you so much.
Hell yeah. There
Very
we go.
cool.
So yeah, and we'll get back to Maddie's thing as well. But I wanted to mention that, yeah, we did have a Patreon set up. The link is right below, and hopefully you guys support. But even if you don't, we're still doing the show. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean?
No pressure at all. We've been asked by actually many people in the community to start one.
Yeah.
And what we want to do, is bring things to a higher level on the show, whether it be production, giveaways, and just overall fan involvement. And in order to do that, we've come to the conclusion that we do need a little bit of help. But like I say, this show will go on.
Yeah.
Whether that Patreon makes money or does not. That's not why that's there. But we want you to know that it is there. And if you guys do participate, you're going to see some amazing, amazing things that we have planned for this channel. So it'll be very cool.
Yeah, and just so you guys know, like some of the rewards and stuff, you know, just like we're going to be doing a full AAA game raffle every month. So just $1 gets you entered into that, which is pretty cool. You know, there's also stuff like we're going to do a private MNC Mornings podcast for those at a certain tier or whatever that nobody else will ever get to hear, except for like those specific supporters and things like that. We've got things from J-Dubs on there, graphics, shirts, all that kind of stuff. We just wanted to, you know, a lot of people asked us to do that. And
Yeah.
I think maybe one of the goals is to maybe Mooch, Crap, and Jay meet up at an event one day and do a live show from there or get some interview. You know what I'm saying?
It
Like,
sucks
we
that
wanna-
PAX East just went by because PAX actually works so great. I mean, it's only Jay out
Yeah.
there and, you know, Nova Scotia. It's such a, we got to get Jay a little bit closer to us here. And well, you're originally from Baltimore, Crap, so you know your East Coast
Yeah.
pretty well.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that would be something huge to get something going where we can do like a PAX East, or maybe even, I think there's a PAX in Texas or something. Isn't there something in Southwest PAX, or I don't know. There's so many PAX.
Yeah. Like that's how you do it, man. I would love to do that. You know what I mean? But again, that stuff takes a little bit of capital. You have to put other stuff on the back burner to do that. And again, so that's what it takes. And also, like, we're trying to expand the brand a little bit as well. Like Mooch and I, we're going to be live streaming games on like Beam and Twitch and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Now that Beam's integrated into the Xbox One, I think we were going to stream something. But we were also, I think, recently, I think we were going to play Drawn to Death on the PS4.
Yeah. It's so funny. Every time we do our first version of any Let's Play, it's always a PS4 game. People think that's ironic. But yeah, like I said, also, you know, when we do our giveaways every month for the game raffle, it'll be whatever the hottest, latest, greatest AAA is. So it could be a PS4 game. It could be an Xbox One game. You know, so like I said, we're just we want to go out there and like hit like the hot topics. And I think that the hot topics, whether they're PlayStation or Xbox, that's where we'll be gaming from, crap, right? We're not going to, we're going to game on everything.
Yeah, we're gaming on everything. Drawn to Death is the game that's on PlayStation Plus. I went ahead and bit the bullet, and you know, I'm gonna go ahead and I got PlayStation Plus. We're gonna fool around on there and try to see if we can't get something started. I can remember the last time we did it was me, you, Southbound, Worrywart, playing the Uncharted 4 beta, multiplayer beta, and we drew quite a few numbers of people watching us, which was absolutely phenomenal. It's like they want more Mooch and Crab. This is the way to get it. Unfortunately, I just wanted to be upfront with everybody. MNC Mornings is the only place you're going to see Mooch and Crap together. Like Mooch, when he's decided not to do Xbox Nation.
Yeah, I'm not going to be doing Xbox Nation or Crossfire. And, you know, I will be doing certain special events with BGST. What it is just time. And, you know, you get a chance to sit back and I got to watch a lot of different podcasts over the past few months. And you forget when you're doing so many, just how time consuming it is. You know, there's other things that I have actually going on. And not just that, I want to dedicate 110% of me to MNC Mornings, because I think MNC Mornings, Crap will tell you this, and Jay will tell you this. I called Crap. I said, I got an idea for a show. It's nothing revolutionary, but we could turn it into something revolutionary. And I pitched it to them, and they were both already like strung out on doing so much already on YouTube. I said, if I could just pitch this to you, and it was MNC Mornings that was born. So I will be doing, I will be spending pretty much 100% of my attention on MNC Mornings. You'll be catching me on everything we do on our Patreon and everything that goes on here on we'll be rotating between Crap's channel and my channel for the MNC Mornings shows like we used to. But yeah, that is where Mooch will be centralized. I'll be in the MNC Mornings headquarters.
Yeah. And so there's going to be plenty of Mooch and Crap though, so don't worry. You know, it's something that we've kind of discussed, and people really like it. I think that it's something different, and I think that's exactly.
I would also, Crap, like to take a second though, if you don't mind. I would like to do. I don't do the shout out thing very often, but I do want to give a shout out.
Shout out your shout outs.
I'm gonna shout out to my shout outs, but the one that I always like to give credit to is Next Gen 720s.
Next Gen.
You know, I wouldn't be on YouTube without him.
Yeah.
So, you know, my ties and my loyalty to BGST is I'm still a family member there. I will be doing any E3, all the E3 things on BGST. I'll always be there for that. And I just want to tip my cap to Zaire, because let's just be honest. There's no MNC Mornings. There's no Mooch. There's no Mooch Maniacs. There's nothing if he didn't return a call and give me a chance on BGST. So yeah, that's my original family is BGST, and I will always be there for them. I want that to be very clear.
Exactly. And I also want to point out, because Delilah asked, is there going to be a separate MNC channel? J-Dubs actually has an MNC Mornings channel that's going to have all the shows, because see, I get half the shows on my channel. Mooch get the other half on his. Like next week, the show is going to be on his channel. So how it works is J-Dubs created a specific MNC Mornings channel that'll have all of them. The newest one won't get added for a couple weeks though. That way they have a time to collectively do well for us. And also with the Patreon, we're hoping to be able to set up, get enough money to set up like the iTunes thing again, and like on Google Play, various outlets, wherever you guys want to get it. That's where we want to be. So it's really, a lot of it is, some of it is depending on you guys as well. We want to put it on as many platforms as possible, and that way you guys can enjoy it and consume it however you want. So I think that it's going to be absolutely amazing. No, Mooch isn't going to be on BGST tonight, bro. Yeah, this is
Yeah, like I said,
there might be special events or whatever, but yeah.
I think a lot of people in the audience need to know we're not just saying. A lot of people come on, they'll say, "Oh, we're working really hard." I mean, the amount of time in meetings alone this past week that we've had, especially in the past 3 days, to get everything ready. You know, just like nothing changes from high school, people, right? It doesn't. Nothing changes at all. You get a homework assignment, they're like, "It's due in 2 weeks," and you do it the night before, or actually while you're walking to class. Same thing happens here. We're planning, and what do? You still get everything done in the last 24 hours. So we have a lot of stuff that we have planned for MNC Mornings, and it's something that I really want to dedicate my passion to YouTube and in the gaming community to give back, and that's where I'll be focusing it on. So you will see me sporadically on BGST for, like I say, specials. Zaire does a lot of them, especially around E3. I'll definitely be there, and you'll know that I'm there. I'll make it very clear. So thank you, Crab. I appreciate you bringing that up.
Yeah, I just want to, because I just wanted to make it clear, because there is so much kind of to talk about. So yeah, but
everyone will kind of get over the weeks, I think, too. I think everybody wants to know everything right away, and I think that they'll see as MNC Mornings develops and grows over the next few weeks.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. I just wanted to get back to Matty B's question real quick.
Yeah.
He was asking about the whole Scorpio price tag thing. I still stick by, I think we'll see a $399 version. I still think we'll see a $499 version as well. And the reason why I think we'll see a $499 version is because it makes sense. Just like with the Xbox One S, right? The initial ones were what? Weren't they like $399 or something?
They
right?
were.
They tried to push those at first. Yeah.
I think it was because it was a 2 terabyte. And was it $399?
I think it was.
It might have been.
I think it was, yeah.
I really can't remember because, here's the thing, and I've actually talked to a few people at work that just got S's, and they're like, I'm not getting a Scorpio. And I said, listen, the time is going to be in the very near future that Microsoft and GameStop will collaborate and work together, and you're going to get roughly $175 to $200 for your Xbox One S. This is the time. Listen, let's look at any gaming system. PlayStation, Xbox One, Xbox One S. Even when they go down in price big time, and you're like, oh my God, that's a sick sale. It's what, $239, $249? And that's after 3-4 years out in the wild, right, Crap? My point with this is take advantage, everybody. Take your Xbox One S. You know you're not going to play that one when you have a Scorpio out there. Go in, trade it in, get $200 for it. And if there really is a $399 SKU for Scorpio, it's $200. Yeah. Like you have to do the math here, people. People go, no, I'll just wait 3 years and get Scorpio when it's cheaper. Yeah, okay, it'll be cheaper. It'll be $200 or $250. That's what it's going to be for you day one if you trade in something. So trade it in. Everything's back compat. All your Xbox One games will work day one. All your 360 games will work day one. I mean, unless you need to hold on to your Xbox One S for a separate gaming room that you have in your house, which if you do, I tip my hat to you. That's fantastic. You have 2 gaming rooms. That's better than most. But my point is, if you have one, trade it in, get the better games, and everything works day one. That's a promise from Mike Ibarra, not from Mooch. So this is my point to everybody. If there is, now myself personally, to answer the question, Crap, I don't know, man. Like I said, it has to make sense on paper. And I see the lowest SKU being $499. And okay. I could be wrong. That's fine. I have no problem being wrong because if it's wrong, it only works in my favor if there's a $399. I just don't see how there can be one when we're talking about all this updated tech that's going to be in the box. It's not just we're talking about the whether it's Vega or if it's Ryzen. There's more to it than just that. There's other components going in the box that are new. There's also design. There's also the fabrication that has to go into this thing. That's all brand new molding. Everything else has to be done. I think the only thing they'll carry over is the controller. So there's a little bit of a savings there on R&D, but everything else is going to be done fresh, So, I mean, Crap, I don't know. Myself personally, if you're going to stamp me, I'm going to say $499. If it is $399, hey, good for everybody. But and Microsoft would have to be eating something at that point.
Well, I understand that. Here's the problem with $499 as like the lowest model. It looks like the PS4 Pro Slim is going to come out, and it's probably going to be $350. So you would have the Scorpio sitting at $150 more than that, and you've already got the media and a lot of people going, well, you can't really tell the difference. Remember how everybody could tell the difference between 900p and 1080p?
Yeah, with a monocle.
Well, now they can't. Now with a monocle, yes. Yeah. So now apparently nobody can tell the difference between native 4K and quote unquote checkerboard 4K. You know what I mean? So I think that you have that narrative change. Will that difference that a lot of people are damage controlling as to not even being a difference?
Yeah. You called it a while ago, Crap. Listen,
Yeah.
I didn't listen. I know when I said something that was anti-Crap, I said I didn't agree with you. Okay, you said, well, you wait, Mooch. You'll see what'll end up happening. They'll end up moving the goalpost once power is not an issue. And I said, Crap, you're out of your mind. This entire generation is built on power. And I will say this much: usually it's IGN hasn't been as bad, but I've noticed it's the Digital Foundry and it's the Polygons out there, the Kotakus. They're the ones that are all saying that 4K checkerboard's the same as 4K native. We all know that's not true, especially when this is the same institutions and organizations that told us the difference between 1080p and 900p. People would say it on Digital Foundries. They would say, well, we would have to side by the PS4 because for the same dollar amount, why would you get the lesser product? And I mean, it is a hard thing to argue with. All I'm saying now is that's the same argument for Xbox's side. And yet you don't have anybody in the gaming media saying that this time the other way. I think you said it to me offline one day this past week. You said something like, I can't wait to see when the news is revealed from Game Informer or whoever's going to be breaking it that Microsoft is allowed. They're just going to say, how disappointed they are that it doesn't have this, this, and this instead of the qualities that it actually has.
Well, Dreyer on Twitter, he said that the media will focus, if they come out with a $399 and $499 version, the media will focus on the $499 version, sort of the opposite of what happened. Remember when PlayStation VR was announced and everybody's like, wow, $399, such a great price. And me and you and BGST, we were like, $399. I specifically heard $499 if you don't have the glowy sticks and the camera. So that's $500 plus tax, So, but they all focused on the cheaper version. With Xbox, they're going to focus on the more expensive version.
So listen, I've been going for a little bit, Crap, but you brought something up. Can I just ask a question? And I want to hear what maybe J Dubs wants to chime in here. Where's VR? Is it just lingering around? Is it dead?
Bigfoot's got it, and he's on the run, bro. So I don't,
And he's hitting every tree in the forest while he's running too.
He is. He's like, I don't know what the hell he's doing, but yeah, Bigfoot's got VR and he's on the run, man. Ain't nobody seen it. So
no, I'm not hearing it from casuals. I'm not hearing it from anybody online. I'm not hearing anybody that I work with. Nobody is saying to me, boy, you're really missing out. I bought this PSVR and I just can't put it down. Nobody's saying that. So when Microsoft, even this is not just a jab at Sony. This is a jab also if Microsoft thinks this way. Don't come out and start talking about the 4K possibilities with the whole virtual reality. I think virtual reality is already, it's already jumped the shark, and it's less than a year. So
hey, Def Jam Bam says VR is on track, dude. So
it is on track.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, listen, people like to use the word sales, but like a lot of things happened with sales that ended up still being a failure, right? I mean, let's be honest, Crap. Okay, what do we always say? The first Kinect, it sold like 10 million. The Guinness World Book of Records, had to call Microsoft to make sure the numbers were right. They wanted to print it immediately. But the thing is when it came down to it, everybody had one in their house, but then they never used it. And I mean, for the most part, Let's Dance comes out once a year. Okay, everybody's doing the Macarena. But I mean, except for that one dance you did, it didn't do anything. And I think with PSVR, everyone's like, well, they sold 750,000 units. Well, that doesn't mean anything. What about the usage? That's why Xbox, a lot of times you see them, they're like, this many people are on Xbox Live, and this many people, they get a little ridiculous with some of their things. Like you said, this many people ate a sandwich while playing Halo 5. Like, we don't care about that. But I mean, they're trying to show you that here's a product that sold really well for us in Halo 5, and here's how many people continue to play that game 2-3 years after launch. PSVR, if we started to see the usage rate, the minute everybody got done playing Resident Evil 7, they haven't put it back on. I mean, you even hear kind of funny games when you hear like Greg and them all talking about it. They're like, well, we haven't really touched it in a while. No shit. Nobody wants to play Plinko in fucking virtual reality. Who cares?
I missed him. I missed that, man. Like, I'm just sitting here and all like, there's the moochism.
Sorry, I went off.
No, it's good, man. That's what the people want. They want less crap gamer, more mooch.
Yeah, less chopped liver, more mooch.
Yeah, more mooch.
That's going to be a shirt any day now.
Crap liver. Yeah. By the way, we also we do have some new shirts, Jay, with the new logos and stuff. Yeah, I ordered some old stickers off the old stuff, and I'm going to order some newer stuff as well because that way I have both. Like I like both, but I really like the new setup. And again, Jay, you did a great job with that. Jay, do we have a voicemail that we can kind of get into?
Yes, we do. We have Luca from the second floor.
Second floor, Luca.
Nice.
Hey guys, it's Luca from the second floor. What's up? Let's see here. My question this week, with all the hate surrounding the Andromeda release, do you think the series will be able to recover from this blow? Because to be honest, people are fucking decimating it. Like the reviews decimated it. Every time I post something positive about the game, I get attacked. It's, well, not just attacked, questioned, just bothered in general. Leave my ass alone. Let me enjoy this fucking game. It's all I want. Anyways, do you think the game will be able to recover? And what can BioWare do to win back the good faith of the community? I was thinking maybe they could, well, of course, fix all the bugs and issues and stuff, but maybe come out with some stellar DLC that's not too expensive. I don't know. I'm not sure. Anyways, let me know what you think, guys. Bye.
He's like,
Awesome.
bye. Great call, Luca. Nice to hear from you. Thank
Absolutely.
you. As for Mass Effect Andromeda, I think it's absolutely amazing. I think that it's fantastic. I like it. I think that it does have some problems. I know you haven't played it yet, Mooch, but
No, I haven't.
for me personally, I was grabbed in by this one really fast, as opposed to some of the other ones, maybe not as fast. Like the story in this one really kind of grabbed me, and I was just enjoying it. I'm
What's
like,
the gameplay like, Crap? Let me be the Q&A here for a second. Like, how
third
is the-
person Halo, kind of like Halo 5. Like there's a jetpack. It's much more vertical combat now. You can climb up on ledges, and like in the other ones, like you couldn't get out of your own way as far as when there's the obstacles in your way, right? Now you have a jetpack. You can kind of hover, and you know what I mean. You can like dash forward like in Halo 5 as well. The combat and everything is perfectly fine. Mostly the complaints are about little bugs or issues and things like that. Obviously some of the facial animations, which again, the facial animations are put on blast on Mass Effect Andromeda, but yet nobody but me, as far as I could tell, brought it up about something like that with Horizon Zero Dawn. It seems like I bring that up and people are like, oh, well, it's such a great game, blah, blah, blah. There's so many other great things about it. And then I'm like, but there's other great things about Mass Effect Andromeda as well. Like, here's the thing. Gamers ruin things for themselves, right? All this bitching and complaining and about that maybe just puts people off buying the game. And then we don't see another game in the series, right? And then people will complain, remember that Mass Effect series? Man, I would love one of those. And it's like, geez, you idiot. Maybe if you would have supported and quit crying about it, we would have got more.
Well, I got a theory here, Crap. You just brought something up that just kind of sparked me on something. We all sit here and make fun of Call of Duty every year, and that's fine. That's fine. But hear me out. Call of Duty comes out so frequently that we don't even have time to get angry. We just go buy it again. A lot of times with games like BioWare makes, or there's been a few of these. It even happens sometimes. It doesn't really happen with the GTA series. For some reason, Rockstar, they're on top of their game. But a lot of these games that wait 4, 5, 6 years to come out, our expectations are so high that they're like, wait a minute, this Andromeda game is nothing like 3. It's nothing like 2. And you see that like you say, that it gets decimated in the critics and the ratings. And I think it's because we build this thing up so high that we start to have to take it down a couple levels because it's not so good. You see where I'm going with this? What my recommendation for a lot of developers is, don't wait 5 years. Don't wait 6 years. Put a game out in 2 years. I know that's Phil's philosophy. Put a game out in 2 years and let's just give people a chance to go out there and play the game consistently so they're used to it. You know what I mean? Don't let them wait to build these expectations up just to fall on their face. You see it happen time and time again. I'm going to wait and play Andromeda more towards the summer. BioWare has come out, to answer Luca's question. BioWare has come out and said that they are working on bug fixes. Does that mean in facial animations? I don't know if they gave a detailed list. But I have so much, and I've had a chance in the past few months to like attack the backlog and get a lot of games played. We can talk about that, Crap. I played some games that were just fantastic in the past.
Yeah, you sold me on the Resident Evil 7.
Fantastic game.
Yeah. You're like, you got to play it. It's the surprise hit. I love it. It's great. And I'm like, okay, so I actually bought it. I haven't got a chance to play it yet because obviously, to be honest, there's so much going on right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? With like Mass Effect, I finished up Halo Wars 2. I went back to Shadow of Mordor because I had it, but I had I had given up because I got stuck at a part, and then I got into that again, and then Horizon Zero Dawn came out, and I played that as well. You, the Switch gang, I am
part of the Switch gang. Yeah, a lot of people say that. I mean, I've been believe it or not, Crap, I've played a really healthy amount of Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and I have been playing Switch. And shame on me. I meant to get that game. Oh God, what is it? There, Snipper Clips. That game is a lot of fun. It's a puzzle game. Definitely something you play with the missus, or you play with a buddy who comes over. It's aggravating, but at the same time fun. There's that element. But Switch has something, and I don't know if you want to get into it. I know a lot of people want to, Nintendo generally puts people into a coma when you bring it up on a podcast. So I'll try and make this an interesting comment. Switch, okay, people keep saying, what's the deal with Switch? You guys remember, and Crap, I've told you this before, but the audience hasn't heard it. You guys remember a slogan that 7-Up did back in the late 90s? It was called the Uncola. Yeah. They were the Uncola. And it doesn't mean, because let's be honest, 7-Up is a soda. So is Pepsi. So is Coke. Okay. So they're still in the soda category, but they were trying to separate themselves, saying we're the Uncola. Switch is the Unconsole. Okay. It's the console you take on the road. It's the ability to play games at a level that's very close to an original PS4 or original Xbox One on the road, or that's what they're promising anyway. Okay. Yes, we didn't see that graphical push with Zelda, but that's because Zelda had to look good on the Wii U as well. So you're not seeing it there. But to be able to take that and your Pro Controller, which, by the way, you don't want to hear me say this and say you got to spend this. I went about a month without the Pro Controller, and you're going to develop. You got two choices: spend $70 on a Pro Controller or $5,000 on carpal tunnel, syndrome operation. Because I got news for you: those Joy-Cons are so small, it's really, really hard to play the game without the Pro Controller. That's just little mooch advice there. That's up to you guys. But the possibilities of taking a game that's in the realm of an Xbox One or a PS4 vanilla looking game on the road, Crap, it's the Unconsole. You got to remember it that way. That's the way you look at the Switch. So when people go, the Switch is just nonsense. It's not that it's nonsense. It's just you're comparing it to something it's not. And I think Nintendo doesn't want you to do that. I think they want you to look at it the way I described it.
Yeah, I don't think that it's a main console for anybody. I think that it's a secondary, like you said, and I think that's when I can find one, I'm going to pick one up. Yeah. So far, I've kind of lucked out or not lucked out. Well,
it was funny, right, Crap? So I said to you a couple times when they were available at Best Buy the other day, it was all over Twitter. I said, Crap, go order it online or get your ass to Best Buy and buy this. And then I wrote you right away afterwards, and I said, wait a minute, why the hell am I encouraging you to hurry up and go buy it? There's nothing on Switch we're ever going to play together. There's nothing. Because even that thing, Snipper Clips, that I'm talking about, even if it is something you can play, stream, I think it's something you're better off playing couch co-op anyways. You know what I mean? It's something you want to play the game, you punch a buddy in the arm, be like, I told you to go left. It's that kind of game. So, that's the pros. So really, you rushing to get Switch or rushing your friend to get a Switch, that's the only thing I don't see that impulse needing to happen right away. But there's a demand out there, and Nintendo did what they did with the original Wii, right? They only put so many out into the wild, and that's what's fantastic. They've gotten people to want it. It's supply and demand. And now the minute they're in stock, they sell out in a half hour. It's genius, and it's something that's been going on since the beginning of time. But very few people do it. They usually saturate the market.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm looking forward to getting one, by the way. And I'm also excited that they're going to be back at E3 doing a main show again.
Yeah, that's I wasn't happy to see that they took Xbox's spot, though, Crap.
Well, you know what? Microsoft is going to do the Sunday thing. That's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be E3 is going to be different this year, but it's going to be exciting. We've got hardware. We've got a software. We've got a ton of stuff. So
Nintendo took Xbox's floor space, though. That's what I found interesting. I saw the lineup of games coming out for Switch, and whether you're a fan or you're not, I'm a fan of some of them. I just didn't see that taking up such a large amount of floor space. I would have thought that Microsoft still would have wanted to have floor presence, mainly because of all the games that are coming out, and even though they're going to be lower B-level tier third-party games, they're still going to have third-party deals. And they're still going to have their first-party games coming out, and they usually have a huge ID at Xbox location. Now, that's a huge thing with Chris Charla and company.
Yeah, exactly.
But hey, listen, I'm not going to look. I have seeing's believing. So when E3 comes and we see what Xbox puts forth for that week, and there's going to be a lot of footage and coverage of that, we'll see how that they represent themselves with a smaller amount of square footage.
Hey, thanks to the over 800 watching us right now. Really appreciate it. Absolutely amazing. If some of you guys want to call in on Skype, MC Mornings I've got it down there in the. If you look at the description, you can see it. MC Space Mornings. Call in on Skype. Ask us a question. I think we've got it set up to now that where we can interact with you guys where there's no delay. So yeah.
I like how you say that, Crap. Let's refresh in quotes. We think we're not sure. This is the first day back, so we'll see how our equipment's holding up.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it would be nice. Like, you never know. Disneyland didn't open and all the rides work. So the fact that this show is going as good as it is kind of surprising me as well. You know what I mean? So I think that that's absolutely phenomenal. You guys have been great in the chat. You've been good. Thank you again to all the moderators and stuff like that. Noof, I see you there. Hey, do we have a rap feature in Noof, J-Dubs?
Yeah, Jay, there's something I did hear.
Yes, there's actually a really good collaboration between myself and a very famous rapper that I like to play for you guys.
Oh,
Okay.
great.
Been away for a while, but now they're back. It's the Best Damn Podcast with Mooch and Crap. Pull up your chair, sit back and relax. They got news, reviews, the info and the facts. It's MNC Morning with Mooch, Crapgamer, and J-Dubs.
Is that Weird Al Yankovic?
No.
Was that Weird Al? Calling in?
That's great,
That's
man.
great.
I love that. That is hilarious. I absolutely love that. That is like...
This is what we're talking about. Amazing fan. These are all by the fan. People just call in, they leave stuff, they volunteer their time. This is just us throwing the stuff together within 2-3 days, Crap. Now imagine when we actually get 7 days to put something together.
Yeah. So also, you guys, you can also we have the tutorials on how to send in voicemails, whether you're on an iPhone or Android phone. Sadly, us losers with Windows phones don't have a way to do that. But yeah, like, you guys can send in your voicemails. We're gonna start doing. I actually have some things to give away today.
Okay.
In case you guys didn't know, Doc Cupcake, he donated a couple of $10 Xbox Live cards. We'll have to figure out a way to give those out to some callers or something in a little bit.
Definitely shout out to Doc and thanks,
Yeah.
Doc, for all your support. Doc's been fantastic.
Yeah, just real quick, some of the guys in the chat, let's see, Danny Boy, Mel, Xbot, I seen Sheen Wolf in there, Showstopper, K Mega, Luca, Delilah, Southbound, all you guys, man. You guys been holding things down with the chat and stuff like that. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys all for the support and things like that. It means a lot to us. We really, really appreciate it. You guys are pretty damn awesome. Thank you guys so much.
This is an amazing community that we have, Crap. And I mean, it's you got to keep saying it over and over again because people got to understand just how amazing everybody is. People have gone above and beyond the Call of Duty like that. I even worked into a game slogan to make things happen. And a lot of the people that you just mentioned and many more that we're not mentioning have put a lot of effort into making MNC Mornings come back. So thanks to everybody. Honestly, support's huge.
Yeah, it is. It's huge.
Yeah.
And I was teasing that surprise yesterday. I was like, I got a huge announcement. Huge.
I'm telling you right now, buddy, you have like that in your blood to be able to just get everybody all riled up. All the tweets and the DMs, it was fantastic. It was a lot of fun though.
It's awesome. You know, like, I've been looking forward to this. I didn't sleep at all yesterday. It's been absolutely amazing. You know, I'm loving it. You know, I wanted to talk a little bit about the Xbox One update, Mooch. I know you have, like, everybody has it now. They removed the active tile or whatever, you know, the big active tile, and now we just have like, and it's super fast. To its credit, it is super fast. It is much smoother.
I'm sensing some negativity, Crap. What's wrong?
I missed the big active tile there. I don't know. It's taken a little bit to get used to, where you click the button and then you got to go to the home. You got to scroll to home to get home. You know what I mean?
Now here's my question to you, Crap. If you're watching TV, okay, if you're utilizing the HDMI out, when you do hit the lit up Xbox button, your center home button, let's just call it the center home button from now on. You hit that center home button, it does gray out and keep the TV in the background, and your home screen with all of your options come from the left. So your TV is still in the background. So what they've done is they've kind of said, okay, if you are watching television, we still have you covered. Now, when you're doing other applications, it's not quite as smooth as that because then it just dulls out. But I think that works fairly well. I'm actually loving the new UI. I don't even have a true complaint. I know this is probably, we're going to see an update here or there that just gets a couple of the little bugs out, but it's nothing at all that's a problem. I like what they did. I like that they finally made it so that I can actually just press the home button on the controller, and it gives me all of my options on the left-hand side. Well,
Oh,
geez.
wow.
Got a phone
There
call.
we go.
All right.
We have a caller.
We have a caller.
Yes, we have a call. Hello. How you doing?
Hey, what is up? What is up, fellas? Oh man, this is a great morning, well, afternoon now, but it is great to hear you guys back. You have no idea. I missed church today, man.
Oh,
Just to, yeah, I missed church today, man. Just to see you guys. Of course, you know who this is. It's Dirk Griggity, Diggity, as you guys call me.
Diggity, absolutely.
absolutely. Hey, we can talk to you live now. That's
Yeah,
pretty
we're
cool.
live now, Diggity.
Yeah, that's sweet, man. Hey, man, you guys. Hey, this is pretty sweet, man. I look forward to this show more than I used to. Like Howard Stern, man. I mean, hey,
That's a huge
I'm a
compliment.
big
Diggity.
Stern fan with you guys. Yeah, but listen, man. I'm so glad to have moves back, especially with all of this Xbox news coming and E3. Hey, man, I'm so excited right now. It's crazy, but I follow some ponies on Twitter specifically to see their reaction to good Microsoft news. And I'm hearing it's still going to be $800, fellas. I mean, I'm hearing that every day. I see it every day. It's still going to be $800. Of course, there's no games. And hey, man, whatever. I don't know what to say. I'm just happy that you guys are back. Thank you, man.
Hey, thanks,
Hey,
Diggity.
no problem, Diggity. Yeah, like I saw him. He was pumped up on Twitter yesterday. He was like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it was so good to see the positive reaction, things like that. Scorpio's not going to be $800. That'd be foolish. They could have done a 60 flop console last year for probably $600 or $700. So
right,
you have to keep that in mind. Microsoft, even though I don't really think they care that much about selling a ton of Xboxes, I think they still are very interested in, switching the narrative back to the power and things like that. Like Microsoft, it just makes sense. The original Xbox was about power. The 360 wasn't so much about power. I guess it was just about ease of development.
Right.
And that's what they had to go for again. Like the Xbox One is almost like the Sega Saturn of the Xbox consoles, where it's a little bit more difficult to program for because of the ESRAM. And Scorpio removes that problem. You know what I mean? There is no ESRAM. So hopefully we're going to see a lot of great games. And again, you brought it up earlier. We take all of our controllers, all of our games with us. That's why, like at the end of a generation, like in 2013, towards the end of that year, whenever 360 games would come out, most people hesitated buying games on 360 or PS3. Those were coming out, right? Now, you don't have to worry about that, right? It's like I didn't have any qualms whatsoever about buying that Resident Evil Super Pack or whatever it was, because now all those games are going to be playable on Scorpio, Resident Evil 7, even if I don't get to play it till Scorpio comes out, and it'll probably be 4K, by the way, because it's in the Windows 10 store at 4K. Right. I'll have that game to play then.
Don't you wish? The only thing I got to say, just a side comment, since you brought up those deals that came up, Microsoft's got to do something where it's a little bit more consistent with, like you told me, you said, hey, Mooch, you got to get this, that Resident Evil pack is out for $20. It's every game that they've ever made, blah, 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 this and that, the remaster. And it was a good deal. And I just wanted to take a day or two to ponder, because I already bought like 3 or 4 games that were all on sale between $20 and $30 that week. I bought a few games. And I'm pondering. Then I said, you know what? I'm going to pull trigger. I'm going to do it. I go back and it's gone. And it wasn't a week. It was a day or two. And they have these flash sales. And I mean, I don't know. Listen, I know that they have to maintain this service with the brick and mortar, the GameStops, the Walmarts, the Targets, the Best Buys. But the thing about it is that they're just, and this goes for PlayStation too, because PlayStation had a huge flash sale a week or so again with some great deals as well, I might add. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, if it wasn't for Twitter or somebody just sending you a retweet, it's like, why? I just don't see these deals, and I don't understand why they're not pushing it. Bring it to the forefront. Stop having all that nonsense on the side there. That's our updates on our UI. Show deals like this game's on sale. They do it for deals with gold to a certain extent, but they usually don't push like that. Why are you driving that home, Crap, instead of Microsoft? Don't they want to sell a bunch of them? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
you pushed it harder than they did.
Yeah, that's true. You know what? Look, and one of the complaints that I did have about Microsoft is the lack of like the flash sales and stuff, because Sony does do that all the time. You know what I mean? Is that a phone call? Oh, okay. There we go. MNC Mornings. How can we help you?
Please pull up the second window.
Yes. good morning, good afternoon.
These are supposed to be live calls, and they're more delayed.
Yeah.
No, it's Xbot, but I'm not hearing him. I guess his mic's not working.
Uh-oh, how about now?
There he is.
What's going on, MNC Mornings? Guys, I am so excited to hear you guys on my computer this morning. How's everything going, man?
Hey, it sounds like you're calling down to us from a mountaintop. I love it.
That's all right, Xbox. Who
No,
cares?
you
It's great,
you
man.
sound good. Yeah, man. Well, thanks for calling in, bro. How's it going?
All right, man, I can't complain. I have a big question for you guys, and it's something that's been on my mind when it comes to Xbox and E3.
Yeah.
Now, I'm hearing we have like new game announcements, but I'm not sure if there are going to be any games like kind of released that we don't know about for like 2017. So I was wondering what you think if Microsoft comes and kind of revamps their Xbox Live, like their gold membership, and gives like a silver, which will give you multiplayer, a gold, which will give you like the games with gold and maybe a couple other perks, and then possibly a platinum, which will give you the Game Pass, the games with gold, possibly a membership to the Groove music subscription. Do you think that they would announce something like that? And how do you think like the community would react to a change in the Xbox Live like gold platform?
Okay, I mean, I'll be honest with you. You know, this was brought up a while ago, Xbot, and I think that I don't know if you've seen something kind of kick it back up, but I don't know if necessarily they would do that, because right now, the one thing that Microsoft does brag about is how many people they have on Xbox Live and people that are paying. So they've removed a lot of the paywall with the Netflixes and some of the other services. But to do the tiers, you do have to. I mean, this isn't just to Xbox. It's a damn good question. The thing about it is that you're going to get the majority of people that are currently paying between 40 and 60. You know, I say 40 because it's on sale a lot of times. But you're going to get a lot of those customers to jump down to the $20 or $30 range, which would be that silver. And Microsoft would have to then say, okay, it's just like anything else in life, right? You go up to go buy a car, you see the sticker on the window and it says $25,000 for the car, okay? At that point, when the guy walks over and goes, "Can I help you?" You're like, "You sure can. Can you knock this thing down to 20?" You know what I mean? You still want a deal. Even if the guy wrote on the windshield with that big soap bar, "Deals are final. This is the best I can do." Even if it really is the best, you as a consumer still want something off. Here's where I'm going with this. If you got a silver and you're already paying $25 for the silver, that's never going to get down to $19.99. So people are going to be pissed off that the silver tier never changes price, never this, never that. People like to wait 2-3 times a year when Major Nelson sends something out, or Cheap Ass Gamer on Twitter. Any of these people, you know, you can get your Xbox Live Gold for whatever it is, 45 or 40, and we all pounce on it. So I don't know if it's going to get any cheaper than that. I think people always want that deal, and Microsoft has that flexibility right now going between 40 and 60. If they jump down to 30, a tier lower, they're not going to go any lower because they don't want to lose that money, and majority of people will dive down. They're going to lose a quick $10 to $15 instantly by people going to the silver tier. So they'd have to really entice people, because yes, we have a good month. It's a real easy to talk about it this month, isn't it? We got Rise, you've got all these great games coming out, right? You got all these great, you're like, come on, Mooch, don't give me that crap. You're like, Games with Gold is fantastic. I pay the extra money for that. Yeah, you would this month.
Yeah, but when Soda Drinker Pro is one of the games with
or
gold
Defense
and stuff
Grid
like
too,
that, you're gonna be like, what the hell am I paying for?
Hey, it's good. It's good to hear Xbot came down from the mountain to talk to us now. So
Yes,
yeah,
he did.
it's
Hey,
perfectly
all the way
clear now.
down.
You're clear now. Yeah, you sound perfect, bro. Thank you very much. Hey, thank you for patrolling the chat for us too, man. You guys are doing a good job. You and Mel and everybody. So.
I gotta say, I'm doing my best, but Luca and Mel have been like taking over on that moderator thing. They have been absolutely killing it today.
Yeah, you got like all you guys.
Luca,
great job.
One more thing I wanted to say, Mooch, I know we've talked and stuff like that, but we are now multi-console. We actually have like we have a ton of Xbox Ones. We also have a PS4 and we have a Switch. So when you guys are doing your streams or you want to go in on, I know I'm looking forward to playing Drawn to Death and stuff like that when it comes out on the 4th. You guys ever need a third and fourth person? I know me and O Snaps are always ready to go in with you guys.
For sure, bro.
Nice. I appreciate that, Xbot. And I also thought you and Mel did a good job with your. I only got to see a few minutes of it, but you're the guys that are selling me on getting that snipper clip. So that was a really cool video you guys put out.
Dude, that was so much fun, and to do it, like I said, I even said on next podcast last night, to do it with your better half and to try to work together, but still like have fun, just like messing around.
It really is. And I mean, I know you just said that. I said it earlier. I really do think with your better half, it's better to play with because it's a team building thing where, you know, you just get aggravated, whether it's a painting project in a house or snipper clips. Either way, it's one of those things with your better half that you'll argue, but have a good time doing it. It's really kind of fun. So and that's the way I think Nintendo's even advertising it.
And you changed your name to Ponybot 448. I heard that too, right?
Well, no, it's Ponybot Faux K8 FAUX.
Okay, yeah.
There we go, man. We gotta love the checkerboard. You know, checkmate.
You could be checkerboard bot as well. That would have worked well. I mean, hey, you know what? If you stand 20 feet back, you can't even tell from checkerboard from real native 4K. I'm just saying. You know,
exactly. If you stand like 20 feet back from me, you can't tell Ponybot from Xbot. So it's all good, man.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, Xbot, man, thank you very much for calling in, bro. Thank you for all the support. Yeah, absolutely.
Amazing. Hey, man, guys, thank you for bringing the show back. This is it's a Sunday tradition that it is great to have back again. So keep doing what you guys do. Yo, shout out to J Dubs back there, probably hitting switches, pulling plugs, doing all the craziness that he does back there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he does. Oh, J Dub, we cannot sell enough of what this guy does for us. All the hard work that he did on the graphics, everything. Like it was all like a team effort, and J Dubs really put in the time and effort to do all this really cool stuff for us. So yeah, much appreciated him. He's more the silent one, but he's always got something going on in the background, man. We all appreciate J Dubs. There wouldn't have been
if you think the show sounds good and looks good, that's all J Dubs. That's nothing to do with us.
There's no MNC mornings without him, and you know what I mean. Just like there's no MNC mornings without like Mooch or you can get chopped liver to replace me
or chopped liver.
I saw some people like Mooch and Dealer in the mornings, like you know. What I mean?
Oh wow!
Thanks, I appreciate it. But thanks, Xbot, man. We appreciate you calling in, bro.
Thank you, Xbot.
No doubt, man. Anytime, every Sunday, I'm going to try to do it, man.
Oh yeah, dude. We appreciate it, dude. Definitely do. Thank you. Thank you very much. We do got a little something cool that we kind of cook up that we're going to start implementing. If J Dubs can cook it up, what do you think? The top 10?
Top 10. Yeah, we kind of I think maybe this is just a little bit of the television we all grew up with, but there's so many things that go on during the week that justify a top 10, and it's not always what you think it's going to be. It could be a positive look at something. It could be an annoyance. But yeah, me and Crap are shooting it around. So we did our first iteration of it. We'll see how the audience takes to it, and give us a little slack, folks, because the top 10 will get better and better each week. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy it.
Okay, here we go.
All right. Good morning. It is the MNC Mornings Top 10 Countdown, where we give you a top 10 list of different things, and this particular list are things that we don't like about this particular generation. What do you think, Mooch?
Well, it's not just what we don't like, Crap. It's also what we can't figure out about this generation, and it happens to just bleed into 2017. So this is going to be my David Letterman moment.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to kick things off with number 10. It's 2017, man, and we still can't change our PSN names. I mean, there's people out there running around as McLovin4379, and I just don't understand what's going on with that. I mean, that to me, unbelievable. 2017, still can't change your name. Crazy.
Number 9, Crap. Okay, Xbox controllers coming out every month in varied colors. This is just a lesson to the Xbox staff. Okay, games Xbox, not controllers. We want games every month. That's what we got excited for when we start to get 3-4 years into a generation. I don't care if my controller looks like me. I want it to be bringing new games to the forefront. That's what we're asking for. That's number 9.
Okay. I agree, by the way. Yeah. Number 8, mid-generation console upgrades, right? I know some people are really liking this idea, but to me, we're already 4 years into the Xbox One life cycle. It wouldn't have been that big a deal to tough it out for a 5th and then do a full Xbox 2 or whatever in 2018. The PS4 Pro, what a hunk of junk. Nobody cares about that. Half-assed upgrade. Let's go full-on next generation next time. Mid-generation console upgrade for the birds. Can't stand it. Exactly.
I have to agree with you, and this will even go further out. Number 7, the word megaton. We use too many words on YouTube and Twitter to describe words that mean actually nothing at all. I used to see megaton back in 2016, 2015, even 2013. It was big. Now I see megaton, and I'm just thinking garbage day. There's nothing coming out. That's number 7.
Okay, good one. Number 6, day one patches. Remember how everybody complained about, being online all the time, online only? They hated it. They didn't want it. It was anti-consumer. Well, guess what? We ended up with that anyway because there's not a single game that doesn't include some kind of huge day one patches. And obviously, with some games exceeding close to 100 gigs, like Gears and Halo, you need a constant internet connection anyway. All that stuff seems to be redundant now that we complained about. Day one patches, go F yourself. We don't want you. Get out of here.
Number 5. Please, somebody even tell me I'm wrong. Is Shovel Knight still $20? I want to buy this game. $20.
It's 20, bro.
I can't. Come on, it's a 2D scroller. It's basically DuckTales meets Ghosts and Goblins. $20. I've had enough.
Number 4, multiplayer only games. I cannot stand this. Right? We pay $60 for games for the most part, and sometimes these are only multiplayer only games. I think that if you're a multiplayer or just single player only, you should be $30 tops, right? We're getting ripped off. We're getting half a game, and we're paying twice as much. There is no way we should still be paying $60 for multiplayer only games. I cannot stand it. There you go.
Bring a change, crap. Bring a change.
Yeah.
Number 3, gaming leaks will now be referred to as I heard something from Jez. I don't think that we have anybody realistically that can bring gaming leaks out that are credible, that are coming from anywhere but Windows Central or Jez at this point. Every single Twitter feed I read, no matter what it is, it always links back to Windows Central. And then whenever I click on the link, it's our good friend Jez Corden. So shout out to him. And that's what gaming leaks will be referred to on my channel from now on.
I agree. No problem with that whatsoever. Number 2, the degradation of the gaming media in general. Previous generations, we'd go to these gaming journalists and these sites, and we get our information. We get behind the scenes. We get everything. Now it seems like we get some blonde talking about resolution, and that, to me, kind of exemplifies what's wrong with this generation. First and foremost, just absolutely abomination of media. You can't trust them. That's why they're dying out, man. YouTube is where it's at. Degradation, go to hell. Gaming media, we hate you.
Really nice, crap. That's great. Get the authorities after us quickly on that one. And number 1, the number 1 most annoying thing that is a rollover from 2016 into 2017, we are also trying to figure out what exactly iJustine actually does on YouTube. So thanks to everybody. Huh? How about she does look good. God bless her.
She does look good, but yeah, I'm completely amiss as to what she does. I have no idea. It's absolutely blows my mind. I know she has millions of subscribers, but what the hell she does, I couldn't tell you. It's like, what is Seinfeld about? It's about nothing.
It is about nothing. Well, she was actually on Chopped. Crap, believe it or not. She was on Chopped last week. Well, that's when it aired. She lost in the first round. You just don't want to go on Chopped and get cut in the first round. You want to make it to at least the entree.
But, exactly.
At least she went out there and she gave it a shot. And I'll tell you something. If she changed her whole channel to cooking, at least I'd know what the hell was going on.
Exactly. I know she's cooked cupcakes sometimes, and then sometimes she's opening video games or something. I don't know, but that is what it is. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the first MNC Mornings Top 10 countdown. If you liked it, let us know. We'll continue doing it, various subjects. In fact, give us a subject you'd like to see us do, because we'd love to cover it, man. Anything to close out with, Mooch?
No, I think that's a great idea. I do think that the audience should give us the actual headlines of what they want these top 10 to be, and we will guarantee you it will be funny. Guaranteed.
Absolutely. We'll catch you later. Thanks for watching.
Peace. You know what's great? That was fantastic. Great little segment right there. You know what's really great, too? Everybody in the audience can take note to this. Me and Jay were listening to it before we went live today. And he's like, you guys keep doing these side segments like you're doing that and then leaving the show. We're like, hey, we'll see everybody later. And then we're like, we're back. So these are some of the great things about being back on day one, where we did these ideas. We had these great ideas come forward. A lot of fun to make, but you can still see we're still making some great errors here. They just end up being funny on the edit room floor. Yeah, so in case you guys didn't know, we're going to start doing some little segments like that, which was pre-recorded, and then that obviously we can edit it and just roll them
like that. It gives us a cool little break, like if we got to take a drink or take a piss or something. But yeah, you know what's funny was you have a problem with the term megaton, and right in the chat, everybody's like, "Crap uses that term all the time," and I'm like, "Damn it, I do. I use the term."
I submitted that to Crap. First thing he writes me back, he says, "Is that a jab at me, bro?" And I'm like, no. But I'm like, back in the day, we used to see that, especially around the Xbox One, PS4 launch in 2013. Yeah. And they were like megaton. And then it was like, oh my God, I've actually got to read this. But megaton these days generally just means, hey, do me a favor, take a look at this, please. It may be something, it may not be. So it's just something I see it everywhere. Crap. Yes, you use it. You definitely do. But I see it all over gaming headlines and articles. So just kills me. I see that now, and I just kind of like drift right by it nowadays.
Hey, Megaton, there's going to be a controller that comes with the Xbox Scorpio. Lock it in. I mean,
I guarantee it.
Yeah, I guarantee it. There's definitely going to be a controller with Scorpio. I love doing that kind of stuff, man. It's a lot of fun. I think we have J-Dubs. Do we have one more voicemail?
Yeah, we have one more. It's a very special voicemail, and I want everyone to sit down when they listen to it because it's very touching.
I wonder how many people are standing up watching MNC Mornings.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, how many of you are standing up? let's hear it, man. A very special, voicemail, like one of those afternoon specials. We need like that theme music, like dun, 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 So anyway, let's play it. What do we got?
Play it, Jay.
Oh shit.
Oh my goodness. Welcome back, Mooch Crap and Jay Williams graphics god. This is Yoshita. Didn't think I was gonna call. I know freaking everything. There's been so many leaks on video games and YouTube world that God damn it, Sean Murray. I didn't say take a leak on the fucking tree over there. Hold on. Sean Murray's trying to take a piss. Kick your ass, Sean Murray. Okay, as I was saying, welcome back, MC Morning. Good to have you back. I have a proposition for y'all. If you'll say good stuff about Sony like the rest of the media and say bad stuff about Xbox, Yoshida will send you Sony cookies, the green kind. They're delicious. No, Sean Murray, you can't say hi. Get off me, Sean Murray. Hold on. Sean Murray's trying to hump my damn leg. Sorry, he's pretty excited too. On behalf of Sony Studio, welcome back. It's gonna be a fun year. A lot has happened since you guys have gone. Nintendo has released a damn snap switch cow milker boob puller thing with no games and overpriced games. And we at Sony have released a PS4, a PS4 Pro, PS4 Pro Pro, and PS4 Pro Pro Pro. And now PS4 Pro 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 Slim. That's pretty much what you missed out on. Not much. So get off me, Sean Murray, you fucking asshole. On behalf of Sony Studios, we welcome you back. Good to have you back. Okay, bye.
You're listening to MNC in the Mornings. As always, remember, you can't take anything they say seriously. It's just jokes. Jokes performed by YouTube professionals, and usually the joke's on them.
Always good to come back and have the great Yoshida come and welcome. Yeah. The welcome back has been great from everybody, so that's just extra special.
Yeah, he had a megaton, and he knew that we were coming back. So
that was a megaton, a legitimate one.
And he left us a voicemail, and he sounds like he was going to give us some cookies, and I'm really looking forward to that PS4 Pro Slim. So yeah, be on the lookout for that, people. I think that's going to be absolutely phenomenal. apparently we got people trying to call in a little bit. Like Showstopper said he was trying to call in.
Is that
Hello?
Show? That might be that. Look at that. Show, what's up?
What's happening? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we
Absolutely,
hear you,
Showstopper.
Showstopper.
Hey, can I get a hooves clicking?
Absolutely.
Say hoof clickers.
What's good,
going
Show?
on, Show?
Thanks for calling in, brother. Appreciate it.
No problem. You know how it is. I wanted to ask Mooch.
Yes.
I was gonna have Lord Clicker call in, but I said, nah, I ain't gonna do that. This is first day back. But what's up, man? You back?
Yeah, man, I'm doing. Listen, like I said earlier in the show, definitely back to a certain extent. I wanted to come back and bring I pulled a LeBron, like I said earlier. I brought my talents to MNC Mornings. I'm gonna try and make this the best show.
Just wanted to say, man, miss you, man, and much love and everything, man. You too, Crap. I miss all y'all, man. I've been busy, so I'm calling in. I'm at work right now, so I was like, let me call in, but just want to say I miss you guys, man. I just wanted to call in and say that. That was it, man. But everything been good with everybody?
Everything's good. Man. Just getting back into the groove of things. I got to be honest with you. It's definitely, when you get back for the first time show, you started. God, I was watching you on BGST before I even got started. And, your first day back is always like the first day ever. You know what I mean? So like you get back on there, you're like, all right, I got to do this. I got to get my act together. But the minute we got going, it felt like riding a bike. Like it never left.
Oh man, my first day back, I was rusty. I didn't even know when to jump in. It was like I was playing double dutch. I was like, wait a minute. I said, oh my God, I can't jump in nowhere. Let me just be quiet for a minute. But I'll be back pretty soon, real strong, man. I'm trying to get through this summer. I'm off the whole summer. So the whole summer, I'm going to be off and be back. I ain't got to work. I ain't got to do nothing. So I'm looking forward to that vacation. And I can't wait. I'm going to be back full strength in the summer. So y'all look out for that. That's all I wanted, man. Love y'all and enjoying what y'all doing, man. Love the show. And I'll see y'all later then.
Thank you, Showstopper.
Yeah, show.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, that's what's great, Crap. We were talking about it, not to keep beating a dead horse, but like we got Showstopper being part of BGST. That's family right there. It's people calling in that care. These are people always keeping in touch with you. We all talk to each other every day. We talk to each other every day. BGST crew. It has become a very, very much like a family. So thanks, Show, for calling and showing your support.
Absolutely. And also, man, I got to K Mega's in the chat, all the, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. I mean, we'd have to devote another hour to the shout outs, to the thank yous and the dedication. K Mega, Xbot's been doing fantastic things. Thanks to, even She-Wolf and GKB have sent amazing DMs and support, just amazing people in the community. Of course, Zaire, Tim Dog, Southbound. Got a chance to hang out with my buddy South. I know South's in the chat. Shout out to my boy Southbound and down West Coast. But realistically, we didn't even get a chance to. We were going to play some of that that game that was happening yesterday. We didn't get a chance to. So hopefully we get the game on something else and shoot the shit. I know he's going to be all over Destiny 2. This time I'm going to get into that fire team with him day one, because I was anti Destiny when it first came out. This time I'm going in all the way with it. So shout out to South and all that and that crew too.
Yeah. Well, you know what, Mooch? The games with gold came out. Rise was able to download. Is that a game that you played previously, at launch or anything?
So my story with Rise is it's kind of complicated. So I bought it day one, physical copy, played it, kind of got maybe 2-3 hours into it, and then I just stopped playing it. So I'm looking so forward into getting back into Rise and just beating the crap out of it, because to today it's still the best graphical game I've seen on this next generation. It's still the most glorious looking game. So shout out to Crap. That's amazing.
Hello, MNC Mornings. How can we help you? Are you on a mountain? Are you off the mountain?
That's a cannon rope.
Yes. Yellow. MNC Mornings. How can we help you?
Jay Williams, who is our mystery caller?
It's Dark Optimus, but he's not answering.
Oh, poor Dark Goldblum.
I like how dark.
That's what I call him, Dark Goldblum, because he tells these anecdotes that don't go anywhere, but he tells them for 5 minutes. right? So I was just like, I had him on Xbox Nation once,
Goldblum.
and he sounds a little bit like Jeff Goldblum. So he was like telling this anecdote for like 3-4 minutes, and it went nowhere. And I was like, this guy's like Jeff Goldblum. He's like, you know, he talks like that, like with the kind of pauses and stuff, and like
Yeah, but I think Dark is a younger cat. I think you say Jeff Goldblum, and he's like, who? You have to say the guy from Jurassic Park.
That's he knew who the hell.
Oh, he did. Okay,
who the hell he was. Yeah,
I'm gonna disconnect from him, and maybe he'll call back with his audio working better.
Okay,
no problem.
No problem.
Well, thanks. Dark gave us another segment to talk about right there. Right, we just talked about Dark and Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, he's Dark Goldblum now. That's what I call him. Like he was at game night last night, and I was calling him Dark Goldblum because he does his little thing. Like we joke around like how like some of the haters of mine, like the main thing that they'll go, Crap Gamer, you're fat. You're fat. Your name's Crap. It really suits you. Like these are the genius comments that they come up with. So we were just kind of joking around about that yesterday while we were gaming. I just thought it was pretty funny because we're both horrible at Destiny, but I at least made him feel better about his light level because mine was even lower than his. So my light level is under.
Well, that's probably Dark now.
Yeah, mine's under 200. My light level. So.
Oh crap! You got to get with it.
I know. What's up, Dark Optimus? How you doing?
No, he's still not coming through.
Okay,
sorry, Dark. You're gonna have to fix your audio settings before you call back, buddy.
What's up, guys?
Oh, there he is.
Wow,
there he is.
That was amazing.
What's up, Dark?
What's up, Dark?
Hello.
Yes, Goldblum. We hear you.
Yes, without the oops.
Yeah. Must go faster.
Well, that's all right. You know what we'll do? We'll give Dark another shot next week to get in here. Sounds like
I can't hear you guys. But I just want to say, what's up, Mooch? Thanks for coming back, man. You're awesome, dude.
That's great. The pause is great. That was Goldblumish.
I told you.
And go Tigers.
Nice.
Great. I mean, you got 3 words in 2 minutes. Good job, Dark.
The entire audience is staring at their screen like that Justin Timberlake gift that that Jamie sends out, where it's just confusion.
Yeah, I agree with you, Mooch. I think we got to start. I got to start going back to the old way where I'm actually monitoring these calls and making sure that they're going to work before we push them.
Yeah,
through.
it worked out better, and I think that actually, as the episodes continued, Jay, I think the audience actually liked it, the call-ins, because they knew to call in, they had something that they wanted to ask, they had a comment they maybe wanted to say, and then it was like we can get to the answer versus having a lot of dead air and complications. No, that's fine. It's first day back, so this was a cool idea to try out.
Hey, as if on cue, we have a call.
Yahtzee.
I wonder if he's if this person's on the mountain or not. It's always interesting to hear. Hello, MNC Mornings. How can we help you? What's your beef?
Kind of want to give Dark $10 so he's Dark Goldblum.
No, he jumped out. This guy jumped out again. Maybe there's something going on with the audio. I don't know, but they're not seeming to respond to you guys, so I'm not sure if they're hearing you.
Interesting.
No, yeah, that's all right. Well, I mean, Crap, do we have another topic?
Yeah, you know what? I always got stuff to talk about. Are you kidding me?
You do. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, there's always a ton of stuff to talk about. I mean, what about, are you interested at all in the whole Battlefront 2 thing where we're going to get a trailer on April 15th? They're going to show it off. This could possibly have something to do with Scorpio related. Microsoft were the ones kind of tweeting out about it, like Gold Leader and all this kind of stuff. So maybe this could be one of those games that Microsoft actually has promotion to. We don't know 100% yet. We do know that Sony has promotion for likely Call of Duty, and they absolutely 100% have it on Red Dead 2 as well as Destiny 2. So.
Well, I mean, let's talk about it, though, Crap. The biggest issue we had with Battlefront in the first place was the lack of a single-player game, right? Which, I mean, we say this over and over again, but whenever I asked you about your fond memories of Battlefront back in the day, over 10 years ago, remember the older one, you keep going back to the multiplayer aspect, and this is what we did, and me and Hellhammer went through this, and we played. So my point being is we did this with Titanfall. Titanfall 2, you can see that they put a lot of TLC into the campaign, and they did a hell of a job with it. I know you've said that a number of times. You gave it a 90 or a 9. You gave it a great rating is my point. The whole thing with this is I hope that they didn't go in and spend so much time on making a single player in Battlefront 2 that the multiplayer just stays the exact same. Because like you said in your latest video, okay, you said that they catered a little too much to the casuals, and that's true. They did. The game is very simplistic. You're running around with your gun out, and you're just shooting. You know, you're just hitting R trigger. You're shooting. It was a very bland game. Beautiful, but bland. And that's what we've been saying since day one. And it kind of ties into your Rise question earlier. Rise was so gorgeous back in the day, okay, when we first got it, but it was kind of bland. It needed more weapons. It needed more game types. It needed more this. It needed an online that I cared about in the multiplayer. And it didn't do some of those things. So when any game came out, even if it was third party, I kind of veered away from Rise. Now that we've played so many big open world third party games, I actually don't mind going back to a game like Rise to sit back, play a little bit of the repetitious gameplay, but then take a look at the amazing artwork, which is kind of what I'm doing with Horizon Zero Dawn. Like, I played a good amount so far, and I like Horizon. I really do. But Horizon doesn't bring too much new to the table. You know, it's basically Tomb Raider, but the art design is gorgeous. So what I do is I take a moment to look at it. You're like, wow, that's amazing how they actually have the planet looking so lifelike. That's the things, and that's kind of with Rise. I want to take a step back, enjoy some of the artwork that's been done, and play the game. But see, back in the day when it first came out, we wanted more. Give me more. Give me more. Give me more. And that's what led to Rise's downfall. It wasn't enough to carry people, especially with such a small amount of first-party games released.
Yeah, I agree. You know, like I said, Rise was the first game that I played when I got my Xbox One. With Battlefront 2, I liked Battlefront 1 a lot, but there was a lot of things like they got rid of the classes, which I really liked the class differences in the originals.
Right.
And then obviously there was a single player element as well, because I think that world screams, you know, single player element. And so with that being said, I think they should be able to do both those things, mix a good single player with a solid multiplayer, because I don't think the multiplayer was bad in the first and in the new one that just came out in 2015. I just think that they tried to make it too casual, you know, no voice chat, any of that stuff. They need to bring voice chat into this thing so you can talk to your teammates even if you're not in a party chat. They need to make the lobby system better, and you need to be able to do things like do a private lobby right at launch. You know, why launch a game? Like the first Titanfall was like that too. It was a great game, by the way, but at launch you couldn't even do a private lobby. You know, fix
What's up, y'all?
Whoa, what the hell is that?
Wow.
What's
ring,
up?
Ring.
Oh,
ring.
That's that sound bar.
Soundbar, Def Jam.
That bar is off. Y'all already? Yeah. What's going on, y'all? Y'all already knew I was calling in. I had to welcome my boy Mooch back.
What's up, Def Jam? Bam.
I gotta say,
chilling, man.
Bam, I gotta do a shout out to you, man. This man has been so diligently trying to get games going. This man has a game night every night, and I'm always like, yeah, Bam, I'm definitely doing that. I'll be there. And then shit, 10:30, 11 o'clock, I'm falling asleep. That's how you can tell the age gap between me and Bam. Bam still got that young, he's got young buck. He's still going out doing his thing. Me, getting old school. But yeah, man, no, that's my bad. But we're gonna catch up on some Destiny, probably even some tonight.
Oh, not Division? Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. No, yeah. I still gotta pay $29.99 for the basement add-on.
Mooch, kick out $15, man. You can do it.
They dropped it down? Okay. All right. Maybe I will.
Right, drop.
Yeah,
until then,
$15 for the basement?
Basement, man.
Well, hey, Def Jam, while we got you here, dude, what's up with all the selfies, dude? Is that
a lot of selfies on Twitter, buddy.
I need to take a new picture, so I was like, let me put another picture up. Yeah, it was a hell of a night last night. I was done. Last night.
Def Jam, but he's like, yo, thanks so much for my graphic. I got my new Twitter logo. 3 days later, selfie. There he is. He's back up there again. He didn't want that.
Yeah, book it. Yeah, but, hey, it's good to have y'all back on MNC Mornings, man. Like I told you, man, y'all chemistry together is great. Hey, Mooch, do me a favor.
Yeah.
You standing about salt right now?
Say again?
Do me a favor. Are you standing? You got some salt near you? You might want to pour some out, man, because, you know, haters ain't going to like this shit.
Hey, man, listen. We're here to talk games, provide entertainment, have a good time. There's a lot of people that, you know, like Crap said early on, the good outweigh the bad, and there's just so many great people on everybody's front. I know people won't believe this. There's a lot of Sony people that actually wrote me. They're like, actually, I like Sony, but I really, really liked your take on stuff. So get your ass back. So little be said.
No, that's-
I'm back, and hopefully everybody can come to enjoy what content we put out. It should be funny and fair across all borders, man.
Hell yeah.
Yes,
But,
sir.
you know, I had to call in and show my support to y'all. And graphic guy,
appreciate
I know
it,
you back
man.
there working hard.
We appreciate
Always
it.
working.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
we're,
yeah.
we're definitely putting J-Dubs to work. Trust me.
Absolutely. So see y'all later. And
See ya.
join in if you're not on media player later.
What a dick.
Damn. All right,
Later.
be easy, Bam.
Later.
Bam,
Love
doing Bam doing his best to keep those selfies on track. I love
I
it.
know, right? Like he's the on track guy. I love that dude, and his nephew.
Matthew. Yeah, shout out to
Yeah.
Matthew. Matthew's been great. Matthew's a man of few words. He'll just send me something on Xbox, just like, "Hi." I'm like, "What's up, Matthew?" AKA nephew. Nephew's great, man. He's the best.
Yeah, I love that dude, and you know, just the fans and stuff like him, and you know, just being able to game with people. That's what's so great about the Xbox community. I think is really cool. You know what I mean? I just absolutely love. Oh, we're getting busy now. MNC Mornings, what's up? How you
Hey,
doing?
sorry about all the pauses, crap and Mooch, man. That was weird. I couldn't hear you guys for a second there. Mooch, I am so happy to have you back, man. It is a dream come true. Holy fucking shit.
That's great.
Just happy to have you back, man.
Thank you.
Crap, we love you. Even though you know Mooch is back, we still love you too, man.
Top liver.
You gotta stop that damn dark Goldblum noms.
You gotta stop that dark Goldblum. That's gotta end. Crap.
Yeah, there it is. Dark
You
Goldblum.
get salty as me, so just thought I'd let you know that. But happy to have you back, Mooch.
Thank you. That's very nice.
Hopefully we'll continue to see you some more, and just wow, it's surreal, man, to have you back.
I appreciate it, man.
He totally deserves the Goldblum thing. Do you see the pauses and shit?
The pauses are. Listen, I'll tell you something, Dark. You may not like it, but that is a huge. If anybody's at all over 30, Goldblum is huge. Okay, he's huge. So it's a compliment.
He's huge.
I'm not. Listen, I got this for you. You take Jurassic Park and you take Independence Day. You take Goldblum out; those movies don't make it.
That's true. You're right.
Exactly.
Need
But,
Goldblum. All right. So,
take it easy, guys.
Thank you, Dark.
Thank you
Appreciate
very
the
much,
compliment.
Dark.
Thank you so much.
Heck yeah. Yeah, you know what? Hey, I want to say thanks to a lot of the people that are already pledging on the Patreon real quick.
That's fantastic.
Gus
You will
Bus.
see. You will see a lot coming back your way. That's guaranteed.
Yeah, we've got a lot of cool content and stuff and things like that planned. Not only that, but we're also looking back for feedback on this stuff too, because we're new at this. Like when we're thinking this stuff up, like they give you ideas on what to do. You know, we're always willing to work with it or whatever to kind of more cater to you guys. But Delilah, she pledged. You know, a lot of you guys, Stick Figure, you know, Gus Bus, all you guys that have done that, man. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
We're gonna be able to get the show on iTunes and all that kind of stuff. It means the world to us that you guys have been so absolutely amazing. Like, I'm not gonna get all emotional.
I think you made a good point, Crap. I think we should reiterate that like we put things out there on Patreon. If you guys, the audience, want something else, write to me or Crap. Let us know. Or J-Dubs, let us know what you guys are thinking, and we can always alter that. We can definitely improve. Everything's about making improvements, making things better.
Yeah, exactly, 100%. And like I said, this is your guys' podcast, so that's always something to kind of take in mind as well. The goal is to get us. We're the everyman, you know, like to get us out there to talk to some of these people. Maybe you guys want to see us interview. We have to go to some of these events to pull that off, but you know, we could do it. You know, and again, that takes a little bit.
It'd be a lot of fun, man. Going to
Yeah.
things like PAX East or going to E3 and actually having a voice and having people come up and actually be on the show and just get a chance to interview some of the people. I mean, I think when you hear me and Crap talk about some of the subjects, we kind of hit a couple of the questions that when you guys tune in, you're like, that's what I'm thinking. But when you watch like the IGN people or someone like asking Phil, like everything's just very staged. Everything's very, just it's a question you already heard. And it's an answer you already know. Usually the only time you're really hearing something, again, is whether, if it's coming from Windows Central or Phil puts out a tweet. That's the only two times you go, wow, I didn't know that. But besides that, it's just the same malarkey over and over and over again. So it would be really, really cool if we could get out there, because we would ask questions that you guys want. Like, first thing I would say to Phil is, Phil, when will we start seeing third-party deals like we used to see back in the old generation? You know, I mean, we want to see what was going on. We want to see your brand all over the place. And I mean, does corporate not care about that? If they don't, that's fine. You know, it's interesting because Microsoft doesn't really work like a corporation anymore. They're kind of a very like la-di-da, like, you know, everything's, you know, peace, love, and harmony. And if that's the route they're going, that's great. But I want to hear Phil say, when and where did Microsoft make a change into where they thought that these types of deals were just insignificant and they could go a different path? And is it working out the way you guys expected? You know, nobody asks questions that people want to actually hear the answers to. And if they don't answer it because they can't, that's fine. But at least you try. And those are the things that I think me and Crap would bring if we were able to ever sit down and interview an Aaron Greenberg or a Phil. You know, just to ask, you know, they're regular business questions. They're not anything out in left field. They're just questions people want to know about.
Yeah, exactly. Because I think, you know, a lot of times when you see people that interview people in the industry, they ask them basic bitch questions.
Yeah, it's just plain Jane vanilla questions. And you already, as they're asking the question, you're like, oh, you almost tune out because you already know the answer.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, if you want somebody that's going to ask like a real question, sure, they might not answer it, but at least somebody's going to have the balls to go up there and answer it. You know what I mean? Like, and I think that's where we come in. And I think that that's what you guys like about us. You know, yes, we're just talking about video games, but at the same time, I think that there could be a higher quality to the people that do that. If you look at how people do it now, it's not very good. And the media, you know, we've been saying this for years, Mooch. The media is absolutely has their head up their own ass. They don't know what they're doing. They are completely will change the narrative to do whatever, you know, to do whatever Sony does. You know, whatever Sony does is what they back. You know, when it was Resolution, look at like Michael Pachter said, and this is a good topic, right? Organically, he said that the Scorpio, it won't matter that it does native 4K because power doesn't matter. Right. This man said that, right?
Yeah.
And this was the same person who talked up about 1080p being a thing. If you talked about 1080p being a thing at any point in time over the last 3.5, 4 years, how can you say that power doesn't matter? I don't understand how you can say that. Like, I'm sure people want you to rant a little bit about this. What's your take on what Pacter's saying?
Well, that's the whole thing, and it's not just Pacter. I mean, pointing him out isn't fair. It's across the entire mainstream media in the gaming world. I mean, for some reason, again, we said it early on. We can say it again. The 4K native versus checkerboard, 1080p versus 900p. It's comical. If you guys if you don't want to believe me, go to Digital Foundries right now and watch some of the 1080p versus 900p videos. They've got a ton of them up from 2-3 years ago. And when you look at them, they're like, if you carefully look, as we tune into this one part of the crevice on the floor, you can see the shadowing underneath the player's foot is actually rigid on the Xbox One, where it's more rounded on the PS4. And I don't know about you, but when I'm spending $60, I want a rounded commercial shoe to look like a rounded commercial shadow under his foot. And I'm like, wait, what is that? What are we talking about? And if you sit there, you're tranced and you actually get into it. And you're like, wow, maybe I do want that rounded shader underneath that foot. And then after you get done with it, you're like, I'll never look at that foot once. Like, why are we looking? It was a Dark Souls comparison. When Dark Souls 3 was coming out, they were talking about a jagged edged shadow coming off the Xbox One character versus the more rounded definition shadow coming off of the PlayStation 4. It was just absolutely baffling to me. And now, like you said, Crap, now we're going fast forward. All we're doing is putting the shoe on the other foot, and now the media has completely turned left and said, no, absolutely not. No, there's no difference. I can't see that. What do you mean you can't see that? Who was looking at that shadow in Dark Souls 3? We were too busy dying in Dark Souls. Who the hell noticed a shadow rounded out?
Yeah, you know what? I agree 100%. I can still remember my ultimate like WTF moment this generation was when Digital Foundry did the Grand Theft Auto 5 versus, and both are 1080p 30 frames per second, but they gave the win to the PS4 version because it had more grass. Like, I thought that was a joke at first, and I've mentioned that quite a bit, that I thought they were just trolling people. But then you actually saw PlayStation 4 fanboys bragging about grass, having more grass on the game. You know, now imagine if you thought more grass was great, wait until you get to see these Scorpio games running these games in native 4K with the 4K assets and stuff. That's the big difference. If you look at the Pro, and it can do some games, like even some of the like smaller games can be 4K, right, or whatever, upscale checkerboard, and they look slightly better, but they're not using like 4K textures and stuff because they can't. Now the Xbox Scorpio is going to be using these big 4K textures and all that kind of stuff. So I think that's going to be great. If you look at Fallout 4, right, that got a 4K texture pack.
Oh, there we go. We got a live call.
Mornings. What's up?
Hey, Crap and Mooch. This is Ray Barada. How are you doing?
What's up, Ray?
Hey, what's up, Ray? Yes.
Mooch, welcome back, guys. I'm so glad to have you back.
Thank you, Ray.
Hey, fellas, my quick question is, with all the hype for E3, is Xbox and Microsoft overplaying it, putting too much pressure on their E3 presentation instead of making it something that, I don't know, is just a long-term thing?
I don't know. You know what? I think that E3 is going to focus on games. I think they're going to give their games that they have more time. Just going by what Phil said on Twitter, that he says he thinks they rush it. This is what I hate to say to Xbox fans. We might, in my opinion, be in for a little bit of a lull. We know the games we're getting this year. We're going to get Sea of Thieves. We're going to get Crackdown 3. We're going to get Forza Motorsport 7. You know, we're going to get State of Decay 2.
Yeah.
We're probably going to get Killer Instinct Season 4 full on or whatever that is. You know what I mean? So that's what we're getting.
Well, I wouldn't go as far as to say lull. And here's my reasoning, Crap. What you just said is 100% accurate. We know what we're getting. But what Sony did at last year's E3, this is Phil's opportunity. And I've watched a bunch of people on YouTube make videos to say this, so I'm going to agree with them. This is Phil's time to show what he's been working on for the past 3 years. He's got to have something in development that we don't know about. This is where he has to show us what's either coming in fall of 18 or spring of 19. We need to see it at this point because we've been looking at Crackdown 3 pictures for ages. We've known that something along the lines of Sea of Thieves has been out for a while, and we all knew that State of Decay 2, even when State of Decay 1 first came out, we're like, this is getting a sequel. This is hands down a no-brainer. So the whole point of the matter is that Phil, I think, is going to do everything you just said, but there has to be a dedicated half hour to showing us what's going on beyond the Scorpio launch. And I think I do think you're gonna see that.
Yeah. I kind of agree with that, but if you listen to the Phil interview on Podcast Unlocked, he said pretty much that they're going to be really hesitant to show off things too early because then they don't want the same kind of thing that happened with like Scalebound or Fable Legends or things like that, which unfortunately that happens. Games get canceled a lot.
Right.
It's just that Microsoft games, when they get canceled, is front page news. And when Sony cancels a game, it's like back page news and everybody does their best to cover it up. So,
right.
You know,
I appreciate it, fellas. And Mooch, welcome back. I'll be listening every week. Thanks.
Thank you, Ray. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Ray.
Long time
really appreciate your call.
Ray's been with us for a very long time, so I appreciate his call, and that's dedication.
And so just so you guys know, you can call us during the week and leave a voicemail with an iPhone or what. Jay, does calling the MC mornings and just letting it ring, does that do voicemail too?
It does, but the funny thing about it is it doesn't play a full voice message from me, because I used to put in a very detailed voice message about, you know, hi, you've reached MNC Mornings, please leave a message, blah, blah, blah. But it seems now, when I've tested it recently, that it cuts off, so people may not realize they can continue to leave a message. So the best way to do it really is to record them on your phone and email them to us to mcmornings@gmail.com. The quality's the best, and then you get to edit your own audio before you send it. You know, make sure it's the best version.
Yeah. So you guys can, like, and this is how we're gonna work it. If we do get have something to give away, we can always you know, like I do get two $10 gift cards from Doc. We can give one away this week and then one away next week.
Yeah, we don't have the wheel set up, so it's going to be a little difficult there. We could do something. How do you want to give that away, Crap? Or do you want to wait till next week?
You know what? Let's wait till next week, and then we'll give away both. So call in and leave voicemails, or like send in your voicemails, and then next week we'll give away these things. Thanks.
Yeah, I have a physical copy, brand new, that a great fan of the show he wrote me yesterday. He said, determine how you want to give it away, and then he's going to mail the physical copy to the winner. So I believe it'll be a version of Gears 4. So that's a very cool and amazing thing to donate. Thank you very much. We'll do name recognition, everything next week when we give it away. But yeah, we got to figure that out, Crap. We had so much on the docket today to get back. Talk to the audience, let them know what's going on, what happened, and where we're going. That I think we'll get back to our regular format a little bit more with some added skits and such,
voicemail and stuff. Yeah, well, it was such a to be honest, it was such a quiet thing we wanted to keep secret.
Well, the April Fool's thing was great. So it all played out very well. Gave someone, most April Fools now, nobody even like looks at Twitter on April Fools. It gets so monotonous. So to be able to throw this out there and actually, see the anticipation, it's just been overwhelming and fantastic. So I definitely want to send another thank you to everybody. And if I forgot to mention anybody's name, like I said, everybody on BGST, who's family, everyone that's on all the Xbox podcasts. Shout out also to Jeremy, the Downer, huge guy who's always been talking to me since day one and said, you better get your ass back in that seat with that microphone, buddy. Great guy. Shout out to Jer and the whole TXR crew. There's a lot of people to thank, and I'll continue that over the course of the few weeks. If you didn't hear your name, please don't be offended. We will definitely be thanking and recognizing.
Also, the shows will continue to get better. We're going to work through the issue with the echo a little bit. This is the first show back. There was bound to be some hiccups or whatever, but at the end of the day, I think the show's been pretty good. And, especially with, to be honest with you, a little bit nervous to come back and do this because it's such a high standard of a show, and it's just awesome to see all the support and everybody come out and the calls and, Showstopper and, everybody, Xbot, everybody that's called in, everybody that left a voicemail, Yoshida and Luca and everybody. It just feels like home, you know what I mean? And we've added some new things and new elements to the show. And, you guys are all great. We really appreciate you guys and all the support and love and all that stuff. So hopefully we're going to get this set up on iTunes soon as well.
Absolutely.
That's going to be awesome for you guys because I know you guys like to listen to it more than just YouTube or whatever. And it's been absolutely phenomenal. I think it's great. You know what, Mooch, somebody did ask, what is your thoughts on the PlayStation Now stuff on PC that's going to be starting to roll out PS4 exclusives?
Well, it's more of the same stuff, right? I mean, when it was Windows, it was, the worst thing in the world that could have possibly ever happened to console gaming. It was just the end of an era. And now it's available over there. And all of a sudden everything it's just, again, it's not that it's not being talked about in a good way. It's not being talked about in a bad way. It's just not being talked about. And I don't understand why there's this. I mean, it's all clear now. It doesn't matter. Like I said, it doesn't matter if you like Xbox or PlayStation. What I'm asking is if you care about this industry at all, is just open your eyes and look at what's happening. You can't. It doesn't matter if you have two kids in your house. You have to treat one like the other. When you're the gaming media, you have to be fair. You have to ask the questions. And if you're going to sit there and give this interrogation under a hot lamp to Phil Aaron and company, you have to do the same thing to Andrew House and company. And I don't understand why it's only on one and then on the other, they're like, well, it's coming to PS Now and, it is what it is. And now back to the fix. And it's like, wait, what just happened? You just blew through that whole thing where this was months and months of news back in the day. So, I mean, what do I think of it? Listen, I'm a console guy. We all know this. And everybody can afford to build a gaming rig. They're not that much. I mean, even $1,000 gaming rig will get you an insane amount of power. It's just that people prefer, we all work long days. We all have things to do. You have your lawn to mow. You got a shovel if you're in the Northeast. You got things going on. You get home. You want to pop the disc in. You want to play. Or even better yet, we're all past the disc. Forget the disc. We're going digital. People don't even want to get up and put the disc in anymore. It just shows you. We just want to sit on the couch, make yourself an adult beverage, sit down, chill, enjoy the game. And that's why when things say they're coming to PC and Microsoft pushes it as much as they want, PlayStation's going to begin pushing it, you have to understand that we're still console gamers. And that's why the Switch is selling out. That's why the PS4 is selling. That's why the Xbox One is selling. That's why Scorpio is going to do very well. Scorpio is going to be the first introduction of PC-style power. No, not the same power as your rig, but PC-style power finally in the console space. It's going to be a fantastic addition for console lovers. We're out there in numbers. I mean, you're talking about, 50, 60, 70 million consoles this generation out there. If you combine them all together, that's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. I was going to say 50, 60, or 70 is a lot of that 50 something with Sony is duplicate, because some of those folks do have Xbox Ones and vice versa. So, you've got a lot of people out there. This market is still very hot. Now it's up to the software guys. Now that these guys are putting out the hardware, now it's time for the developers. Let's start to focus again on the developers. Let's see what they can do. Let's put the developers. Yes,
Gotcha,
that's what we
yes.
should put the hot lamp on the developers now. Now let's stop this nonsense with the hardware. We've gotten the hardware we wanted to a lesser degree, or more or less than a lesser degree with the PS4 and what's coming out with the Scorpio. Now it's up to the software guys. What are you giving us? Because right now I'm just seeing a pretty version of a big open sandbox that we've been playing since Far Cry 3 came out. So give me something else. And that's where I'm putting the pressure right now. Not so much on Sony or Microsoft, not their first party. Let's see this third party. Once this third party dictates everything. If third party dictates everything, fine. Show me. Show me the money. Where is it? Where is this? Where's this power going to be used? So,
show me the money. Yeah.
Show me the money.
Show me the money.
All right.
Yeah, absolutely. This show has been great. I'm very humbled as it went on. The kind of nerves have settled back in, and we just were able to do a really good show.
Absolutely.
It's been awesome. J-Dubs, man, thank you very much for putting this all together. Absolutely
No problem,
phenomenal
guys.
job. Thank you so much for everything. Mooch, obviously great to have you back and be my Robin Quivers yet again.
Oh, yes. I'm glad I haven't been demoted yet. Started off demoted. Great. Thank you. Well, Diggity said we're the Howard Stern group, so I took that as a huge compliment.
It is. And I mean, we at one point had over 800 people watching.
Wow.
Yeah, that's absolutely phenomenal. I want to, again, real quick, I want to thank the people, the mods and stuff. Mel, Xbot, She-Wolf, Noof, Magic Mike, all you guys that were out here moderating it, keeping it clean, keeping it good. All you fans, thank you guys. That's why we're back every single day. Not only Mooch got messages about MNC Mornings, but myself as well. And we were able to put it together, and we are back. Thank you guys for the support. Mooch, you got anything to close out with?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to try and not repeat everything you said. Thanks to everybody. Look, it feels good to be back. It feels really good. The community is just it's thriving. It's doing very well. Even in my sabbatical, a lot of new podcasts jumped up, and I'm always willing and ready to support all of them. So check us out, check everybody out, give everybody a shot. Like I said, everybody's brand new on day one, and you'll find a certain characteristic or aspect of a different show that you like. So let's, like I say, and the one thing I've told Crap is try to just keep everything to a fun. This show's supposed to be a good time, and that's what we've always brought to the table. I sit here and try to think of fun skits, different things that come up. Try to put it. We also skits can't go out of whack because we do have to. Jay has to translate those into graphics, so I can't go too crazy. Because sometimes I write Jay and he's like, who the hell do you think I am, and how much time do you think I have? I'm like, oh man.
Oh, you know what? Like the whole prima donna thing when he was creating your avatar.
Oh yeah.
And you're like,
great.
I don't know, Jay, more badass. And then
Yeah.
like the whole time I'm in the chat, like egging you on.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm like, maybe your guy would look more badass if he made him look like he rolled around in some dirt a little bit. You know what I mean? Like
the behind the scenes
Like
was
Mooch.
just insane. I was driving Jay crazy.
Yeah, and I kept coming
Mooch was
back.
like-
I kept coming back and saying, "Listen, man, you used to be a midget in a top hat."
That's
So-
right. Enjoy this now, will you?
Exactly.
Yeah, well, the funny thing was Mooch was a little bit, I guess, uneasy about the new character look, and I was like, I knew it was good, like right away, but Mooch was like, I don't know, and so we were sending each other these gifts back and forth to the Philadelphia Eagles
That's so
mascot,
good. Yeah.
and so I was just totally messing with him the whole time, like sending him the gif of the Eagles mascot, like
Yeah, that
running
was
back.
awesome. Listen, everything's been great. We've come to a new. We wanted to bring something new to the table. And when you do something new, you kind of have a shot when you first come out to do a new, fresh look. And we ran this by so many different people, and everybody really liked it, and they thought it was a much more welcoming and fun environment with the logo. So I think it's great. I got to thank Jay for coming up with it. This is all his design and sketch work. Jay did everything. I can't draw a stick figure of people. I can't draw shit. So yeah, shout out to Jay Dubs for everything he's done, and I apologize for being such a stickler on certain things. But I think what we want to do is we definitely want to give the audience the best product we could possibly do. and make the gaming industry YouTube world fun again. And that's what we're trying to do. And I think we achieved that today. And I think you'll see what we have coming is going to be much, much better as we progress.
Yep. And we want to be so good that we can get the interviews and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, we're not what people think we are.
No.
You know, I
It's
think
about,
that's
like I say, it's about exactly. It's about educating yourself, having fun with it, and getting some of the people on here to ask the questions that you guys want to hear. It doesn't matter whether you're talking about 2020 on television, or you're talking about Mooch and Crap. The whole point of the matter is that, like, if this is the actual topic that you guys like to hear about, which is gaming, don't you want to hear questions be asked that are actually eyebrow raising and not just, you know, same vanilla? Hey, what is this really going to be called Scorpio or something? Like we know what's going on. We know all these things. We want to hear something from Phil and company that we don't know. So who knows? We don't know if their PR would ever let them answer those hard questions, but nonetheless, it's all about asking the right questions. And I think that's what we're going to do on MNC.
Exactly. Things are going to be really good. Again, we're going to be streaming that what the hell is that damn David Jaffe game? Drawn to Death. Yes, we're gonna be streaming that. Well, you can look at our Twitters or mine or in specifically, and we'll go ahead and tweet that out when we're going to do that.
Yep.
They're going to be
later this week.
Yeah, Friday nights are when we're going to do that.
Yes.
So you guys can look forward to that. It's going to be newer games that we're going to be streaming, things like that. We'll take suggestions, whatever you guys want to do. It'll be awesome. Interact with you guys and things like that. Thank you guys so much. J-Dubs, man, I want to get you on the mic. Anything you want to close out with, man?
I just want to say thanks to everybody for being really good. You know, it was like getting back on the bike again, and my training wheels were a little bit rusty. But just really thanks to everybody for being really kind about everything. And I was monitoring the chat, and the chat was good. And the voice calls coming in through Skype, I was a little nervous that I'd get a few trolls, but everyone's been really good. So anyway, thanks to all of you, because without all you, there wouldn't be any of us.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And you got to put it in just studio mode so that we can close it out.
And Crap, if you could end with the greatest speech ever said. Here it is.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the planet.
That's the echo disappeared.
It disappeared. Jay, what happened to the echo? There we go.
God.
Feeling lucky
Okay,
again.
thank you, everybody. We really do appreciate
guys.
it. Jay, whenever you're ready to take us out, we'll see everybody next Sunday, 11 a.m. Eastern time.
Mooch's
on my
channel.
Yep, Mooch's channel next week.
Mooch's channel. Look it up.